Hello one, hello all. Welcome to Blaine's Escape Corner. Here I'm peeking a little bit. Let's turn that gain down a little bit. I hope that I actually got some a little bit different audio. Went through and was messing with the filters. So we will hit this up, and if it's bad, let me know. I can always go back to the old ones. If it's good, then rock and roll all night long, sweet Susie, I say. All right, everyone, welcome one, welcome all. We are still again rocking teas on the evening show. And no, unfortunately, I'm not sponsored by Dragon's Treasure. As much as I'd like to have some fun anime themed tea, we are running once again a Kirkland green tea here. So Kampai to you all, definitely there. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let us get right in to the anime. Oh no, my bot's running. It's running away. No! Someone stop it! I can't catch up to a robot. What do you think I am? Some kind of crazy bodily? Oh baby, I've got the mic farther away too because I feel like everything's a little hot now that I've made some tweaks. So hopefully it doesn't come through burning all your ears off, but hopefully it does light your fingers on fire when you're trying to smash that like button, share this with somebody you know. I don't care if it's a tweet or a Facebook, or you're just like open up a window and you're like, watch Blaine's Escape Corner. You know, we can do any of the above there. So welcome everyone. Looks like we've got everybody going on in chat here. Kirkland is better than Picard. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that is funny. Talk about bend him? You mean bend it like Beckham? I actually have not yet watched Blue Lock. That is one that I'm gotta catch up to. Use our thing. All top streamers are currently using it. Oh, do we have one of those? Do we have one of those? Hold on, I don't have my restream chat open, so I can't see the other ones as quickly. Oh my goodness, I do love that though. I love when those weird bots pop on. They are funny. So we got a show today. We're gonna be rocking and rolling. We got first off, we're gonna talk about all the anime that I've watched. And I say all the anime like it was a lot. I was a busy bee on Saturday, as well as part of Sunday, so I wasn't able to watch as many shows as I would have liked. But we still got enough to go over from the weekend that I think we can have some fun. And then we got drama. We got things happening on the internet, and I think the internet, I think Twitch, I think YouTube, I think those are all the array of escapism. It's a wide umbrella. We've got a wide net, and we can catch lots of stuff with. And I always want to hit things from a position of what can we learn about it? You know, we watch a show, it's an interesting show. Some shows are ninja funny. I like ninja. And then other shows are believe in yourself even if you're the weakest and you're enslaved. You need to find confidence that you'll sometimes encounter someone who can then help you become the best. So there's sometimes lessons we need to learn. There's sometimes not lessons to learn. But I figured in this big wide world of internet escapism, we should look at the events and say, you know, what can I learn from this? Because there's usually a lesson somewhere, right? And then finally, it is Minecraft Monday, so we will be getting into the server. I have mined some gold in my off time. I also found an axolotl, which I wasn't able to catch, but I at least found it, and I think I know how to make it spawn again. So we'll see if we can get that, because it's a cute little bugger in Minecraft, that's for sure. That is for sure. Hello, Mr. Escape Corner. Is your moderator running? Exactly. Off 2 days of work from mom's surgery and have just been escaping real life watching shows. Well, I hope it is a surgery with doctors with wise hands and great forethought who are able to do what they need to do, and that there are few complications there because I don't care what it is. If you're going under or even partially under, whether it's local or not, any kind of surgery can be a huge stress point, if not something to pay attention to. Let's keep it in mind when we're seeing that kind of stuff. Let me see here. All right, what else? You were busy watching the Amaranth stream, weren't you? No, of course not. I was busy watching the Destiny stream. Watch Amaranth. That's how we get all of our drama around here, is we watch someone stream, watch someone else's stream. Like all that legal stuff. I only got that from watching a Drex stream. You gotta find a streamer to tell you about other streamers. And I think I only heard about that from watching a Legal Vices stream. Like it's a oh, it's a huge old streamception running around here. That is for sure. That is for sure. Management of a novice alchemist. You were saying that episode 3 on that one really turns it around. So I will give that one a few episodes before I just kind of throw it out with the bathwater. I personally haven't given it any yet, so it'll take me a second to get up to 3 on that. But good to know that it potentially turns around. Minecraft weekday. Yes, Monday. Monday, the weekday in which I play Minecraft. You Destiny. When you want to watch something without watching something else, you go to someone like Destiny, who streams for like 9 hours a day, 8 hours a day, whatever he does, and he'll just put a video on in the corner, and then it'll play out. And he'll occasionally pause it and go, ooh, and then go back to it. It's like, I don't really want to watch an Amaranth video, but if it's in like the corner while I watch someone play Factorio, sure, by all means. Just tiny, you'll pass. Prefer your commentators being able to ride a roller coaster. Oh, and it's a woman's name. The tiny woman's name. More like Des Lolly, am I right? Alchemist show will be in. You're almost done catching up weekly. What is the last show to click? Oh man. All right, we'll start just in order that I've got them here. Welcome back, Nico. Welcome back. Mobile Suit Gundam, the Witch from Mercury. I like it. I still like it a lot. This one carries a lot from other shows that don't mean anything in the way that you don't have to know anything about other Gundam series to enjoy this episode of Witch from Mercury. But if you're familiar with Gundam Wing and know that Wing Zero has a crazy calculator built into it to help make Hero better by predicting what the other suits are going to do, then episode 3 was like, oh, she's gonna fight against pseudo Wing Gundam, and you get that sort of that predictive algorithm going. Like it's fun, it's exciting. It's a thing, especially if you know some of the other Gundams that have been out there. And I guess I can throw up a Tequila Gundam here in the corner while I'm doing these reviews, because I'm gonna get a bit spoilery, but like I don't think it'll ruin anyone's enjoyment of these for all. She's running a harem now, hell yeah. Oh yeah, she is. Um, don't let all the Amaranth drama distract you from the fact that Destiny is a woman's name. Why do I hear like I know where that comes from, but I hear Sean Connery saying it whenever I read it. If this is non-UC Gundam, damn, what have I been missing? Uh, That, I mean, it does pretty well at pulling from other Gundams. Like if you haven't seen Iron-Blooded Orphans, the way that the Gundam connects to the nervous system is very similar to why the Gundams in that series are so much better than others. We've got this predictive thing where it's sort of pulling from Gundam Wing. At the end of the day, most Gundam series are this. They are somebody who is young and would be considered um oh what is the term, like you wouldn't think very highly of them. You would you would assume them to be less than average. I don't know. You don't have a very high regard for someone. Some like orphans or children or some kid walking around, and then they get a Gundam, and that Gundam becomes the embodiment of their struggle against an oppressive system. That's the name of the Gundam game. And I don't care if you're going back to Amuro Ray finding the RX-78. You're going to talk about Mikasa finding the Barbados, the various colony kids with their Gundams from Gundam Wing. They're all kids who are unassuming, who you would think are just, something that they're not very powerful. They're gonna get kicked around. They're gonna get bullied by the world. And then the Gundam becomes that sign of like, now I'm in charge. Now I have the power to change destiny, to change the way that things work. Speaking of destiny, we might as well throw it out there while we're chatting about it. Um, so it's not that you're missing anything specifically, because this is Gundam Unicorn, Gundam original Gundam. Maybe the only one that isn't in the same vein would be 0080 or G Gundam and 8th MS Team. Probably be the only three that come to mind immediately where I'm like, yeah, it's not quite the conversation that those series have. But for the vast majority of Gundam storylines, this is sort of the storyline we deal with. And it just becomes a competition of what kind of crazy tech can Bandai put into their work that they're going to then cram into a model that we can then build and play with. That's sort of the Gundam game at the end of the day. And so far, I've said it before, I don't like that Ariel is blue, yellow, red, and white. We have enough blue, yellow, red, and white Gundams. However, I love the way that the shield has like little tiny wings coming off the back when it's not being used as a shield. I love the multi-drone facet of the shield, like moving around, and the fact that, we've seen like what a weakness is for that. I love this Gundam. It's so cool. It's so exciting. And then to have it not be space wizardry that makes her better than the other Gundams, is important as well. So Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, continuing to be a very, very good Gundam show. Definitely needs to be in more top 10 lists based on what I'm seeing on the internet. But we'll discuss that here in a bit if we want to. Okay, so it carries a lot from other shows equals it's a ripoff. You hypocrite for disliking Chainsaw OP visuals. Chainsaw OP is literal move for move recreation of other film. This is how Lion King is Hamlet retold, right? You take the same theming, you take the same ideas, and you repurpose the characters, give them different motivations, have them have different lines and everything. They are a different story that's being told. It's sort of the man with 1,000 faces idea, where every story is the same damn story at the end of the day. We're just changing character names and powers at the end. Recreating shot for shot scenes from various other popular works is not creativity. It is, Look what my characters can do. Y'all. Oh, Blaine. Blaine has an E in it. I don't know if your keyboard broke, but it is AINE. So that way it's Blaine no matter what you which way you want it. I'm about to ruin your enjoyment. Wait, why? Why, Geminire? Good bullying builds a character. I think you spelled it right. I'm sure you did. And if you didn't, who cares? Because we all got your messaging. The important thing with Soletta Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam, the witch from Mercury, is that she hears somebody telling her she can't. She has issues communicating with people. And at the end of the day, she stands up for her principles. She's a very, very strong character without being obnoxious about anything. Could her nervousness become kind of a pain in the ass? I'm potentially going to say that. I think the way that she's super nervous talking to everybody is going to be dragging if it continues. However, if they do the smart thing with this show and have her make friends with that one, the one short-haired, blue-haired girl who helped her out in the first episode, and have her make friends with the Earthlings, that she's going to grow a little bit in that and be a little less nervous talking to people who she hasn't met before. So if she has character growth there and how she can communicate with people, and it's not either she maintains her nervousness or it's a light switch, like have her get comfortable talking to her friends, and then someone new or an adult or something steps in and she gets a little nervous again. Like have her lapse a little bit. Then we'll be okay with it. But if they maintain the amount of nervousness as her like only flaw, it's a little grating. Not for me, for sure. You don't want the war to break out now? Give me more school drama? Okay, what the heck's like? I have in my head been picturing that the Gundam school is basically an academy, like we have like the naval academies and the army academies where it's like you go there for college, but really you're in like a specific degree program to eventually become an officer in the military, right? Like you're in school learning math and science and whatever the hell else you're learning. But you're also having this big focus towards like funneling your ass into the military. And I feel that with this and the fact that everything is like you're up in the pilot course, and there appear to be engineers. It appears that there's a lot of like machinery going on at the school, so it feels like they're all very funneled, but like it's all like the corporations that run the different Gundam companies that are like funneling them. So it's a weird it's a weird school. But yeah, I can do some more school, but I hope we get not necessarily war, but again that blue milk run that turns into a bigger problem. And they have to actually, step up and help out in some way. But do everything he said. Yep, Lion King is Hamlet for kids. Mercury episode 1 is literally shot for shot remake of 90s lesbo anime. You don't know that. You watched a video that showed you a bunch of side by sides, but you've not seen Utna. Shot for shot recreated scenes from other popular works, you hippo. How? I literally explained it. So tell me then this. Is Lion King to you, to your little pea brain, zoomer brain, is Lion King a shot for shot recreation of Hamlet? And if that's what you think, then keep thinking. Keep thinking like that. That's okay. You're allowed to interpret the world the way you want to. You're also allowed to be locked up for being mentally incapacitated in some way. Plain pain escape corner. Your name keeps getting shorter for my bad takes. Okay. I can't get much shorter than that, though. Careful saying Lion King is based off Hamlet. You're going to piss off the furry known as YMF. Well, he's going to be like, oh, Lion King's based off of Kimba. Kimba's based off of Hamlet. Like, what do you want at the end of the day? Oh, my goodness. Jimmy Neri clearly didn't watch the 9-hour long behind the scenes Kimba. He addressed that and is fine with it. We were predicted who her mother was. Of course. Who else would it have been? It's hard to chat while playing games. Oh, don't cry. You'll be all right. Simba really touched a lot of children. He should stop making YouTube videos and call his dad. Oh. Blaine, I watched Utena. Everything you dislike about the OP is the same about Utena. Also, I haven't watched The Lion King. You haven't watched The Lion King? You told me last time that you hadn't seen Utena. That you've just seen some of the first episode. Everything I dislike about the OP is the same about Utena. What is so hard to understand about this? All right, I'll get really close, all right? If you have your characters out of character copying the exact movements, if I can overlay the two things, one on top of the other, and they are identical, and they are out of place for your characters, it doesn't make any sense, it doesn't move the story, it's not in any way taking what the original did and riffing on it into a new thing, like a parody might do from time to time, then it is what is called a copy, because you are copying what the other thing did exactly. Now, if you take a storyline, a theme, an idea, a character styling, any number of these traits, and you use them to create a new story with new characters who are doing things in a different universe, completely divorced from the original, then it's good storytelling when executed properly, of course. One is a blanket, empty copy that you could make on a damn fax machine. You're just like beep, boop, beep, and then boop, there's copies. Here they come. Here comes a Xerox. Now you've got a copy of something. And the other one, you've created a new work. It's very clear. It's very obvious. And if you don't understand that, then I don't speak enough Zoomer or TikTok for you to understand. And that's all right. You're allowed to have your interpretation, but you need to know. You need to know. Since you were a baby, so you know it doesn't count. Problem with Zoomers today. You said you watched the whole first episode. That doesn't sound like the whole series to me, does it? Sounds like you got a lot more to watch if you've only seen one episode. All you're hearing is that it's okay with Gundam does it. I get it. I get it. I understand. I don't speak in 60-second intervals. It's all right. The OP is bad storytelling, apparently. Watch the episodes side by side at the same time, and I have a feeling you're going to change your mind. Who is the main character of Revolutionary Girl Utena? Soletta's mom is a MILF. Oh, I'm upset though. Like, why is her hair not red anymore? I wish her hair was red again. Blaine went full Kamala Harris explaining this to Michael. That must mean I'm vice presidential material. Someone bring me my knee pads. Oh. The white girl, the sword. White girl. Oh. Oh my goodness. Race swap, gender swap. Blaine is literally Kamala. Kamala la 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 la. Where where am I? I'm so caught off guard by the just the walls of cotton in some people's brain. Blaine will do anything to get his food truck certified, Mr. Inspector. Please, Mr. L and I, son. Can't we work something out? Oh. Oh my goodness. Eyesight quality swap. Yeah, both in vision and colorblindness, because one in 3 men are colorblind, but it's like 1 in 20 women or something like that. A much smaller number. Might even be less than that. Hold on, let's see. Percentage of colorblind women. Oh! It's 1 in 200 women and 1 in 12 men. That's what it is. 1 in 12 men, 1 in 200 women. That's crazy. 0.5% of women are colorblind and 8%. That's crazy. Blaine is literally talking about cotton in my brain. He is one to talk, considering it is he who is Cotton Boy. Oh. You're blind when you sleep? Oh, man. That sucks. Moving on. We got Spy Family Core 2. Being color accurate is less important than a strong spear chucking arm. I'm working on that. I'm getting that spear chucking arm ready so that I can chuck some spears. And I can see stuff moving in the brush, so I'll be ready. I can't see it if it doesn't move. I'm kind of like a T-Rex. If it doesn't move, it's kind of hard for me to see. But as soon as something moves, I got eyes on it. We'll be good. Great. Now there's going to be someone drawing my glasses goatee on a damn T-Rex that's unable to see some fat asshole not moving. You're colorblind. Cannot differentiate blanche and noir. Oh. Spy Family. Very, very fun. I loved this episode. I need to update this. We now have our puppy's name, and our puppy's name is adorable. And we all saw it coming. We all knew it was gonna be, because that's how kids are. Kids are like, oh yeah, we'll name him Red Ranger because I like the Red Power Ranger. No, his name is Bond. Because her favorite like cartoon character is Bondman. I gotta say though, I have not owned a dog. I have, however, been around dogs my entire life through my grandparents having dogs, my aunts and uncles having dogs. Been around dogs. Never in my life have I thought, you know what would be good? If we teach the dog how to shit in the house. I've never in my life thought, I'm walking this dog and I'm having to pick up its feces, but you know what would be really convenient? If it would just shit in my house. I got cats. So like they'll shit in a box and they cover it up and it's good to go. But a tray with some shredded paper in it, I don't know. I don't know if I want that dog pooping in the house. Puppers. Blaine's joining the Addams Family tonight. Am I? Who's the Addams Family? Like the TV show? Red Ranger's off close to Red. No, Yor! Keep away from that. You thought I was talking about the game. Okay. I'll never forgive the Japanese. Yeah, I don't get the dog pooping in the house. And imagine the size of his shits. Yeah. Holy crap. You're like, I get it. Like, I've seen some tiny dogs take shits the size that they are. And you're like, how the fuck are you alive? What the hell? Like, go. But like, I've never seen a big dog take a small shit. that's a no-go in the house, puppy. You get, and I was hoping it would just be one of those things where like the dog has like a vision and she's like, oh, he's got to poop, and he's like, takes him for a walk. Just take him outside, let him shit on the sidewalk, leave it there for the paper boy to step on or something. But yeah, that was definitely a weird one. Blaine has never owned a dog. No wonder his T levels are so low. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. The classic argument. Have you seen dogs nowadays? You're gonna be like, oh, Serranos owns a dog, so you know his T levels may be fine. His dog's smaller than my cat. You already got past that part in the manga. The doggy, the naming of the doggy, and the adorable section where Anya goes, yay, and it mirrors the happy image that Bondman's been having in his eyes the whole time. Next episode, Anya will take the walk, the whoa to Poland. I don't know. I don't know what that one is. It's a good thing. Look how many animals he's killed in the game. Oh, I have only ever killed prey. I've never killed a pet. Oh, I still got this on, so that's good. You had a dog. It bit someone, so you put him down to avoid a fine. Second time he did it? No! Here you are, like, oh, Blaine kills animals. Good thing he doesn't have a pet. And poor Dragon Roost over here. Oh. It's a song that's a minute long. Go listen to it now. It's called Poland by Lil Yacht. Is it Lil Yacht or Lil Yachty? Unless they were in Minecraft. Yeah. That wasn't a pet. That was just an animal running around. What kind of dog is Serrano? So I was at Chihuahua. Oh. It is Lil Yachty. Okay. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm not. I gotta send my audio to the right one so that I don't get doesn't end up on the hear it. Oh, whoops. I feel like this isn't going to help me understand what you're talking about. It's all right. It's Lyrical Lemonade. They'll be fine. Is that auto-tuned? Maybe? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I'm supposed to say about what that means. That's a weird one. Anya will too? Huh. Except it'll be like Boland because everything in Spy Family is just like a slightly wrong name. So there is that. Eminence in Shadow, episode 2. This show's amazing. This show is so dumb And I love that I already have the answer to my question of um is he creating the world, or I guess no, actually I don't guess I do. He could still be having some kind of power that allows him to create the world around him. But I think it's way funnier if we never learn and we just assume that he's guessing at what all these things are that then turn out to be true. I think it's much funnier if that's what's going on as far as this goes. But no, I am loving the chuny attitude that Serranos was talking about. The fact that everybody around him that he's talking to is following along. Willie, what you doing? Got a hair stuck in his butt. Just does his little zoomies sometimes. I love the slime sword. That thing's cool. I like that whole idea. That was a good one. Walk sounds like walk, so she'll walk there, but the word walk is an ingredient in purple slime. Purple slurple? Purple slurple? Man, you're on a different language here. Autotune is the worst thing to happen to music since ever. Do I want to go here? I believe it is just chance that he guessed the cult. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. I like it better if it's just chance. Worst thing to happen to music were those bull-headed British blowhards came to America, and they should go back, and they should stay back in the goddamn 60s where they belong with their stupid hippie-ass drug music, ruining the path of good music. What? No! Someone brought up the Beatles!
Oh, no. Just gonna get socks.
Okay, you can get some socks.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, the Beatles were a mistake! On the path of quality music, from the crooners to that kind of jazzy rock and roll we were getting, and then they're like, hey, what if we took a break and all sat around and made music that was kind of funky, kind of weird, and we just sort of make noise. It's just noise as we talk through our noise. And then after that, we get to actual Judas Priest, Megadeth, real rock and roll.
The Beatles giant poster.
I know, and I use the rage that I see to help me bench press more, because I hate the Beatles. They were a waste of time. They're a waste of energy.
You just have to.
I mean, you're wrong on plenty of other things too.
Yeah,
You're allowed.
Two-way street.
Don't tell Flash that. You can put it out on Twitter. I don't care how tall Flash is. I'll slap the shit out of his Beatles opinions. Get a few bears. We're gonna be here a while. There was a Beatles cartoon in the 60s. I'm hiding my waifu's socks again. Let her have the socks. She's got the sock. Blaine telling his wife is wrong. Maybe he is based after all. Oh, I put it out live. I won't hide my drama. You have a progression of harder and more intense music that is completely upended by the British invasion. If it wasn't for the Beatles, we would have had so much better music. So much better music. And this isn't like a only Beatles thing. Like I just think the Beatles are very representative of this thing that occurs where we get like one type of musician or one songwriter or one band. Somebody pops up, becomes a popular thing that sort of creates a wave, creates like an entire movement, and their popularity forces you to either join or obscure, right? You don't really get anything else that comes in during that time um in the popular scene. Now, of course, there's going to be garage bands, there's going to be local bands, there's going to be people that are making their music, making their art just for the sake of art. Um Anything like that. But you have these massive groups that show up and they define a genre, they define a generation, blah blah blah, but they're ruining things. You won't let her have socks without permission. Blaine's obscuring because of Chainsaw Man. Obscuring what? I also hate the Beatles. Oh, who didn't have a cartoon in the 60s? That's the more important question. Harlem Globetrotters had a cartoon. Um, Wait, is that where it ends? The Partridge Family had a cartoon. Wait, was that the 60s or the 70s? Chainsaw Man comes out tomorrow. Stop asking about Chainsaw Man. Blaine be over 100K subs right now without Chainsaw Man. Yeah, if they didn't make this stupid anime, I'd have subs. now, now I've got a vendetta. The Brady Kids had a cartoon. Oh man. Uh anyway. Eminence and Shadow, great. I like Eminence and Shadow. I want more. I'm excited for more. I like the slime shield. I like the slime armor. I like how we can give other people parts of slime. I don't know how that works, but it's funny. Uh, Welcome to Demon School Itama-kun Season 3. Still cute, still fun. We get to a little more serious with his training so that he can become the next level. And you know, I think we're getting into a good spot with the training arc. I thought it was really cute the way his trainer was interacting with his grandpa. Kind of shows that celebrity status that his grandpa has even more. So I like that. I definitely like that. You did the analysis. You ran a simulation of a world without Chainsaw Man. It showed that by now you'd be equal players with Mother's Basement. Man, I could be Father's Attic. I could have been Father's Attic if it wasn't for the damn Chainsaw Man. Oh god. But would I? Did the simulation say if I would be a shill? What are you yelling about? Meow meow. You okay? Where you going? He's making weird noises. I'll be right back. He's making silly noises. Come here, buddy. You okay, buddy? Yeah. Want to sit in the chair next to me? around this time, there's these little like shield bugs that like fly around and they get everywhere. They're the freaking worst in the Northwest. Little June bugs, stink bugs. I don't care what they are. But there was one in the workout room that was like just out of his reach, and he was just freaking out trying to get it. So I'm gonna go pick up the dead shield bug that I just whapped, and I will be back in just a moment. You wanna come jump on the chair? Come on. All your homies hate June bugs? Yeah. Let's see, can I get this other camera? Oh, no. He's gonna run away again. Oh well. He's not a fan of the stream at the end of the day. Boom. Where am I at? Yes, you'd be equal and the same as Basement Boy. Oh goodness, no! Oh, Peter Van, still no respect. No respect, lol. After that analysis, thank God for Chainsaw Man. You don't want to imagine Glass's beard being a shill. I'll grift. I won't shill. You gotta pay up front. I'm gonna be honest about what it's gonna cost, but I'll grift it out. Your channel would be named Blaine's Basement. It sounds very different. My basement is full of woodworking tools, a 3D printer, and some RC cars. It's a very different channel we're making there. People just aren't sure if Blaine is a pasty redhead vampire or a rando white rage wheel. White rage wheel? Okay. Okay, that one goes along with Michael had the funniest. I don't know where he got this from, or if he made it up, but he said that I pre-ordered my rage or my hatred of Shikimori, and I was like, that's amazing. I love that. Chair cam best part. Yeah, check out that chair. I got it on Amazon, bro. I don't know. I got it online somewhere. It works. It's comfy. Be funny if I put a seatbelt on it. He needs to quit showing us his butt. That's what animals do. They're just like, look at my butthole. Not just like, oh, look at their butt. Like, it's their butthole. They're like, look at it. And you're like, no, gross. You just pooped. Get out of here. All your homies hate June bugs. Yeah, I don't know what they are, but they're just little, like, funky. Let me see. PNW shield bugs. The brown mammorated stink bug. Oh, here is literally the thing I just whapped. Open image in a new tab. Okay. Share. Tab. This thing. This is the thing that I just whacked. So that's the thing I just whacked. And then this is the other one that we see all the time. Hold on. Share tab. This one. This one. This is the one that's all over the place. I hate both of them. I hate both of them so much. They're everywhere. Everywhere. How much do I gotta donate for me to eat a Daruma? like a monk or like an actual. I don't think I have a Daruma. Make a chair cam short, thousands of views. There we go. I'll do that instead. My co-host bailed. Yeah, exactly. He's not a fan when I speak loudly. Blaine has 2 chairs. Why 2? It doesn't make sense to have 2 chairs. What do you mean? What do you mean? You'll notice this chair is a purple chair. And if you go to The Adventures of Blaine and Katie or Blaine and Katie on YouTube, you'll find my wife in the purple chair and me in the blue chair. Because those are colors that I can see. And I usually just turn it so that it's just out of frame. But like, this is a big. I'm not at. You know how like Drex posted a picture of Nick Rekieta's desk, and we were all like, "Holy shit! How do you like?" He's sitting at like a kid's like lunch table. Like he's at this little like the desk you'd go sit at a high school. It's like, how are you streaming from that thing? My desk is massive. I have a huge desk. Here, we can do desk cam. Let me I got some doxables here. Let me get these out of the way so that I can do this. Put that in the camera's way. Put that in the camera's way. Okay. Okay. So, here we go. Desk tour. I hope you're ready for a desk tour. Let's do this. Woo! All right. So here we have my PS5. Then we have my controller for my PS5. My headset for my controller for my PS5 when I play. The remote for the TV that is my second monitor. I'm using the Yamaha MG10XU along with a Launchpad Mini. This is where I'm running all of my sound effects from. So if I turn on one of those channels, it's a Gundam! You can hear it there. I like this because it has like built-in, like I've got crazy sound effects that I can do. And then moving this way, you all saw the Gundam being built here. I have a giant mouse pad that has the keyboard as well as the mouse pad. And then there's also like, you know, there's room from here to the desk. So I have my curved monitor that's on the desk here, and then my other monitor is a TV. Then you can see a little bit of Minecraft over there. That's coming in that we'll get to later. So that's my desk tour. I hope you loved it. I hope you loved it. Let me just remove that source. You made it up. It was great. Well, you deserve credit because that made me laugh. That made me openly laugh. Like, oh my gosh, that's my new phrase for it. When someone shows up to a thing already wanting to hate it, like, oh whoa, you pre-order your hatred here. That's what that'll be. That's where I keep the virtual waifu. We had our first stink bug this week in a long time. Great. I whapped it. You never told me you were. We're all women until we join voice. Purple's a fun color. Give the woman the pink chair. We don't have a pink chair. What do you mean? I was tempted to make a relative joke. Why are you making it so easy today? Well, it's just relatively easy, I think, at the end of the day. You have a huge desk. Some would say even the biggest. Not me, of course, but it is pretty big. It's one, it's got plenty of room on it. Why do I have tiny hands on my massive desk? These tiny hands freak my sister out. So I will just randomly put them like on something, like it's using it, and just take a picture of it to send to her, just to be like, just remember, doesn't matter how far away we live, I will always be your older brother, who is able to just throw something at you that annoys you for the day. So that's what those are for. Is Blaine using a mini keyboard? What? It's a full-size ass keyboard. Keyboards don't come any bigger than this. It's a giant keyboard. It's got a numpad on the side separated by the standard arrow keys here. You don't see keyboards bigger than this unless you're some kind of nerd trying to make sure that the missile silos are still housing and working all of the nukes that of course I have the codes for because that's just how important of a person I am at the end of the day. I'm using a mini keyboard. No, I'm not using a mini. Why are we tired? What is my camera mirrored or am I left-handed? This is my right hand. So I'm probably mirrored. Or is that one mirrored? Wait a minute. No, because if I look at that, yeah, this is my right hand. Does that look like a left hand to you? I don't know. Wait. Tiny hands from Deadpool? Yeah, exactly. She hates it. The best is like you'll find weird like subreddits where it's like people will put like the tiny hands on each of their fingers and then do stuff and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I could torment her forever." It looked small. Just wait till you get your hands on it and then we'll see how small it really is. You want the keyboard from Live Free Die Hard? All I remember from Live Free Die Hard is a plane or a car taking down a helicopter. It's not small. It's really big. It's the biggest keyboard I could find. Hold on. Live Free Die Hard keyboard. Looks about the same size as my keyboard for your phone. Maybe you just have a big ass keyboard for your phone. They put the tiny hands so that they can pretend it's not micro down below. Oh, are you talking about this floppy keyboard? I hate this thing. The little roll-up floppy keyboard from Live Free or Die Hard. Those things are the worst. OMG, he did it again! Somebody stop him! Oh, we are an hour in and I still haven't finished talking about all of the anime that I've watched. This is quite the show. It's the biggest keyboard, okay? The kind people at Office Max wouldn't lie. Oh, man. You want the floppy one? Have you ever typed on a floppy keyboard? Anyone ever painted the nails on one of the tiny hands? No? Should we? Should we, I've got an airbrush. We could airbrush the tiny hand nails. And then we can do like... Ooh, ooh. And the best part is I can turn this into a short and send it to her. Oh, I'll turn it to a short, upload it to TikTok, and then send her TikTok. She'll be like, Blaine never sends me a TikTok. I better watch this, but it'll be like me with tiny hands, and she'll hate it. She'll hate it so much. Oh gosh, it doesn't matter how old you get. Your brother's always older. Just how it works. No, but I haven't typed on a keyboard in years. I am the wrong person to talk to about a keyboard that isn't a really nice mechanical keyboard. Even my cheap keyboards, like this is actually a relatively cheap keyboard. I think I only paid $40 for it because I got it reconditioned, or it was either reconditioned or was just on a clearance sale or something. But it's still a cherry red switch mechanical keyboard. And then I also have got some browns and stuff or whatever. I'm really big into mechanical switches, and you don't get those with those little membrane things. So I'm all about that. Wait, hold on. We know Blaine probably has when he goes there. What did I do when I go to Office Max? What did I do? Next on Blaine's Escape Corner, tormenting your sibling. Why isn't my name capitalized? I always have to capitalize things to get them to tag. Look out for guys that paint their nails. You don't trust them. I do trust them to make really good emo music, though. You may not trust them with your life. You may not trust them to show up. You may not trust them to be alive in a week, but you do trust them to make some damn good emo music. You want tiny hands now? I'm pretty sure that given that it's Halloween, you probably find some tiny hands just going down to like Party City or something. Or whatever the party store is in your area that is called. All right, let's get this Gundam back on here. Let's talk about some more anime. Being the eldest means you perfect the art of sibling torment. Oh, baby. She she does push back, which is good because it's important for her to be able to fight because I think it's important that everybody be able to fight back. So she's strong. We have made her strong over the years. Reincarnated as a sword. I am on episode 2. I know. I'm a week behind. But episode 2 is fantastic. I made the tweet. I showed it. I said it. I put it out on Twitter. I don't care what you think or who you are. Hold on. Wait, where can I find this? Pop, that's a. Oh, this is freaking. This is definitely me. The Pop, you found a picture of me. This is me showing up. Konnichiwa, Baka Gaijins. Welcome to Nihon. You found it. You found a picture of. Oh man. Reincarnated as a sword is legit. 100% legit. Oh my gosh. We are full. We are full of quality tweets getting sent my way today. This Oh, baby. Oh, she got her armor now. Awesome. Awesome. I'm hoping for some good armor there. But I had to find, hold on. Our little Kuroneko, little black cat, is a black swordsman and a half. I am so happy with this show, with how she's learning, growing, they're bouncing off the sword. They're just, it's so much fun. And every time I see her in that tattered cloak thing, I'm like, she's just tiny guts. She just wants to find her way in the world and become better, become stronger, get to a point where she doesn't have to rely on somebody else. I am loving this show. So I can't wait next week to see or I guess in the next couple days. I don't have to wait till next week to see episode 3 and just keep up with that. Very, very excited to follow that one. Lol, hot. She was like level 2 at that point. Slug, space lesbians until graduation. Oh, man. Trending G-Witch. Oh, hey. There's Gundam G-Witch is the hashtag. All right, let's take a look at some of them. First up, student ID numbers. Okay. To prove To prove my point. The Tempest. Very classic novel. Okoichi on his way to Sunrise HQ with his G-Witch scripts. Oh, in the same way that the Lion King is Hamlet. New Gundam Witch is the Tempest. Oh, it's funny. That's funny. I'm so glad I clicked that trending tab. That's fantastic. Definitely, like I said, loving Reincarnated as a Sword. Can't wait for more. I love how it's basically Chibi Berserk as a cat girl. And it's just as serious and it's having so much fun. You prefer Much Ado About Nothing? Sounds kind of vapid. Lastly, last show on the list, Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. So right now, the hour into it, this is the time where we're getting to Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. Oh boy, we are moving right along. We are identifying our enemies. We as audience knew. I mean, how could they not be obvious at this point? We're setting up the stakes. We are moving into previous settings, which I thought was a little interesting, going into Hueco Mundo. But it's also, I love when the enemy or the bad people or the evil troop or, whatever the bad guy is, they're like, what if they were, space Nazis? What if they were just, what if they're zombie Nazis? They're just like the Quincy Reich. That's all they are at the end of the day. Calling me pretentious, aren't you a Seattle native? I am. Well, I guess I'm an East Side native technically. We could get into the differences between the East and West Side here in the Northwest, but yes, I am a greater Seattle area native. Bleach, just remember not to drink too much of it all at once. Yeah, that would not be good. I'm liking the show. I'm liking the movement. We're getting some of those characters that we've seen in past arcs. Very, very fun. One of them hilariously looks like that dude from Witch from Mercury. I was like, well, as soon as I saw that Witch from Mercury with her brides, my immediate thought was like, oh, it looks a lot like the Rancor that we were just looking at. More fights and eating bread and not gaining weight. Well, when you fight as much as they do, you don't really gain weight. Unless you're Orihime's chest. Then you gain all the weight. But that's okay. Did I finally look at Dream GF's Twitter page? I did the first time you showed it to me. Or you told me about it. I wasn't really a fan of the art style, if I'm being completely honest. I can go back, double check that nothing changed. Yeah, her chef has to be huge. Yeah, to make all that bread, her chef has got to be one big boy. Because only big boys make a lot of food. You know this to be true. If you go to a barbecue place and it's not a big boy turning the meats, you're like, I'll go eat somewhere else. Thanks. That's a good weight gain. Witcher Mercury is missing at least one or two. Fuck are you? In episode 3. Oh, yes. Dream girlfriend Twitter. How can she even run? Her superpower is that she can heal anything. Okay, yes, I'm on the Dream Girlfriend Twitter page again. It's this weird art style for my brain where it's like in between like a painting and anime. and I'm not the biggest fan of that. And then also the way it moves is it moves by like uh not really motion tweening, but like just like squash and stretch instead of just things moving kind of naturally. It's very, very funky, all these gifts that they have on their page. Is it bad to say you like her speech issues? No, I think that Soletta Mercury's issues with talking to people and her nervousness when it comes to speaking are an endearing part of her character, and they let us know that she is a country bumpkin. She's grown up with her mom. We don't know if there's been other adults around her at that point. We know that from the prologue as a baby, she had, a few adults in her life that she would talk to and stuff. Um, there's gifts. I mean, they're videos. There are a bunch of videos on their Twitter page. Um, but just like we don't really know as far as like other people her age. She's got her list of stuff that she wants to do in school. So there's a lot of like anxiety that would come with that for someone coming from like the bumpkins if they aren't like raised and ready for it. So I like it. I just need to see her grow out of it because um she doesn't have a speech impediment because she can talk normally, right? Like if she had a stutter and that was part of her character that she just had a stutter, sure, give her a stutter. People watched the King's Speech, right? Like we're okay with somebody having like a vocal tick or something like that, right? But it's not that. So because this is sort of like a mental hurdle, we want to see her grow past that. We want to see her get to the point where she can just have a conversation. That's what we're hoping for. The style isn't for everyone unless you like half dressing women. You're about to type a King's Speech reference. Gotcha. Just because I don't watch real people shows doesn't mean I don't know references thanks to the internet. But it could be turned off in game. Wait, you can turn off the art style? Like you could make it just anime with a real like block shading or something like that? All right. All right. That is the anime that I watched this weekend. Hour and 14 minutes later. Yeah, I'm guessing you're talking about the motion, the movement can be turned on or off in game. Would be my assumption of what you're talking about, but it's funnier if I pretend that it's not what you're talking about. Why am I don't I fix the roof? You may wonder, why are we in Minecraft when I'm supposed to be talking about other things? Oh, I finished this too. We finished all the banners up there to make our little hot spring look good. So we'll get in the tub. We'll get in the tub here. Didn't watch Uzaki. I have to catch up. I have not seen season 1 of Uzaki-chan, so I need to catch up to that. Darn it, he's on to me. Something you need to realize about most streamers is that they're a little more clever than you ever give them credit, which will lead us to the fact that I'm in a hot tub and we're gonna discuss, while I play some Minecraft, the lessons we can learn from the #1 Twitch thottery, Amouranth. This stream is either going slow or very fast. Could be both. It could be going slowly fast or quickly slow. One of either or they're bother. I can get some of the Minecraft audio up in here. Might get cut off a little bit from my noise gate, but that'll be okay. We don't need constant Minecraft music now, do we? So, here we are. We are in Blaine's escape corner. We are playing some Minecraft now. We are having some fun. Um, why? Why would I possibly bring up drama from Twitch streamers? Well, because I believe that in the current era of TikTokers, live streamers, and everything that goes along with that, that the whole idea of online streaming and content is still a part of our escapism, and that we should, with all escapism, take a second to think about whether or not we should have particular views about things, if we should learn lessons from them, or if they're just existing in order to uh, be enjoyable for us to watch. We need to sort of, not everything should be about having some sort of crazy moral to it. But we should be ready to talk and discuss about like potential or non-potential morals at the end of the day. First lesson, how to make a mil a month by sell yourself to desperate people. And to do it constantly. Okay, so background for anyone who doesn't know, we have Amouranth, who is the Twitch hot tub streamer meta encapsulated. She is the she is the thought streamer. Like if you ever were like, yeah, what's a thought streamer? What is that like? She is it through and through. Why are you wearing such weird clothes, buddy? What is this person wearing? Can you come here? Super strange. You keep forgetting to post your mage in the spa being peeped on by fairies. Armor. Oh yeah, that's right. I made an armor. I didn't give you a bed though, did I, armor? Probably put a bed in there for you. I don't have one in here. We'll do it later. Or sell desperation to people. Yeah, after Belle Delphine fell off. So second best, you guessed. I don't think they can hear you. Yeah, maybe they can. Maybe we speak a different language. Let me pull up my Discord. Oh gosh, they're just opening and shutting doors. They're just like chikunk, 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 chikunk. Constantly with these guys. Constantly with these guys. I can't take it. Constantly. I gotta change this real quick to it HD. There we go. That should work. All right. So for those who don't know, blah blah blah. Surprise, surprise. She's got a husband. Amouranth does. And we are now privy to a phone call in which he's pretty unhinged, and she's crying, and they're talking, and you're thinking, you know what? I should probably be on her side because it sounds like a pretty bad situation for her. Could be, definitely might be. I have no idea what the facts are behind the scenes that we have here. But what I do know is that when you see something online, when you see a story online, when you see a post, when you see anything getting thrown around, you should kind of sit back and think about it. Like, okay, what's going on here? So it appears that her husband is tired of her shit, and she's also tired of being around his shit. So we have sort of a dual we're upset, we're angry. Now I'm gonna move past the this is a situation in which everything is made up, because could be at the end of the day, this whole thing could be oops, I need to actually make these into, this whole thing could just be a ruse in order to get people excited on her side, any number of things at the end of the day. That's what people do, and you wanted them. If you watch It's a Gundam, we already knew about her husband part. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't just guess it, you should have already known about her having a husband. Abuse like that doesn't need to be shown on stream. It needs to be taken to the authorities. Also true. There's a good lesson. Biggest take from that phone call is she is live streaming, and you would think she would know, he would know she was live streaming. If he has as much control over her life as the claims being made would seem to assume, then yeah, he would also know that she's live streaming, and that's sort of a hiccup for me. Like, controls everything, but he's on the phone with you and doesn't know that you're live streaming. But he's in a car, so maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. But that doesn't matter at the end of the day. What does matter is, where did my saw go away? Did I get rid of it? Did I put it somewhere else? Gosh dang it. Do I think it was staged? Yes, Alex, I do. I believe that it's staged either way.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Hello, Serrano.
I have at least one. Probably more, but at least.
Yeah, at least one? Oh, nice. I think it's staged either way. Either they're both in on it, and they needed something to get her back on top after the story of TwitchCon was whoever that was basically breaking themselves. I forget. Someone almost like died in a ball pit or something like that. And so after that was the story of TwitchCon, they needed a better, like, get a refocus, right? So there's your ultimate tinfoil hat. End of the day, probably not the real answer, but you know, I could definitely see being a possibility. The other way that it's staged is she alone is thinking this, and so goads him on off of stream, then turns on stream when he's at his craziest in order to sort of showcase him as at his most crazy. The number one most important thing is, if you are with a woman and that woman says, you know what I want to do? I want to, you know, essentially sell my body. And you can say sex work, real work, all you want. Sure, sex work can be real work. That's fine. We can let sex work be real work. But
there's a lot of work that goes into it.
If you want that to be the work that you do, you are putting your personal relationships with other people in a weird position, because a lot of people cannot separate sexual relations with actual, like, human contact, like just relationships. And
I think the only people that really could are psychopaths that don't have any care for human relationships.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Pretty
definitely.
much. If you're not a psychopath, I don't think it's gonna work out for you.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you probably just shouldn't be in like a normal relationship. So if you're with someone and they're like, oh, I want to do this, and you're like, and you're thinking to yourself like, oh yeah, I can use them to make a lot of money. You might have a problem, or, you know, if they do this, they'll make a lot of money and we'll be set. You might want to second guess your thoughts there. Pump the brakes a little bit. Is it just to get more attention? Yes, potentially. Like guys who pimp their girlfriends. Exactly. I have never in my life in my life heard of someone like, oh yeah, you should just go what what would we say? Pour yourself out,
Yeah.
go get that bag, uh, and it turn out well for anyone involved. That's not how the world works. It's always gonna
Like,
blow
even
up
if you benefit
eventually.
monetarily, yeah, I doubt it's ever gonna work out. I'll never recover those relationships. It's not gonna.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, I don't really have to care if Amaranth's lying or like who's in the right here. I don't have to take any determination on that. All I know is there is something going on. You should probably freeze your accounts and go to authorities and have some kind of an amicable breakup.
Like a third party or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
something
another
between both of you.
there's another lesson right there. When you are with someone, do not ever have a shouting match with them, much less a shouting match over the phone. Now, this may sound hypocritical. We were talking about hypocrisy earlier in the stream because I sometimes shout and I sometimes yell at the chat. But that's the relationship we have.
Yeah, sometimes you say Shinobi Toki is good.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
Shut your mouth. Fine. I love my Happy Ninja show, and you will never take that from me. But this is the agreement. We have a deliberate agreement that this is how our relationship functions.
Yes.
You are chatters who come here for whatever reason to see me, listen to me, and I shout opinions from the mountaintop. I'm gonna make a giant Tory gate over here. I know I said choo choo train, I think in the description somewhere, but I think it's finally
You're
Tory
just gonna
gate
make
time.
10 billion Tory gates. That's gonna be everything you do.
Yep. This was gonna be a big one.
Is it gonna be the biggest, the baddest?
Biggest in the sector.
Uh,
Put it out farther than this, even, I think.
put out farther than Twitter.
I'll put it out on Twitter.
Gonna put it on Parler, True Social.
I'll truth it out.
I'll gab it.
Gab it up. Gabble gook. I don't know, what is that? What is a gab called?
I think it's probably just gabbing.
I'm gabbing.
Just gabbing, man.
I'm just gabbing.
Gabbing.
Just trying to gab over here.
Hey, I'm just trying to get my gab on. Right.
But there is, you may think sometimes in your life like, oh man, if I just said something really loudly, this other person would understand what I'm saying and they'd see my way. Not how it works. not how it usually ever works. If your thoughts are ever, oh, I just need to speak louder, then they'll understand it. Probably not great. And along with that, if your thought is, let me use a hyperbole in order to explain how crazy the situation is, also not great. I would point you to I am not a fan of Vosh at all. But his comments on how child slavery at like the Nike factory and child exploitation in CP should be treated the same is not him trying to say that like that's a good thing that should be defended. But as soon as he says something like this, bing bang boom, that guy is a pedo, right? Like that's just how it works, right?
Then he also has other weird takes that
He
look
does.
really bad.
He does. That's why I said
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of
Yeah.
it. I'm
Like
not a
that
fan.
like just saying that isn't bad. Yeah, that seems pretty understandable. You can see that. You can see the logic, the through line of that. Because this is kind of child abuse when you're just like forcing these kids to work long days.
Yep.
Right.
It's an understandable position when you describe it, but if you're in the heat of a debate, the heat of an argument, saying stuff like that does not engender like, oh yeah, you know, when I think about it like that, it makes a lot of sense. You are right. Nobody thinks that. Nobody's ever going to listen to you say an argument in that way and then suddenly be like, hey, you know what? You're right. You're right. I should have thought about it your way. So when you're in an argument with someone, don't come up with some crazy hypothetical. Don't say, I'm gonna kill your dog as a way to prove that someone's not listening to you. Because if they weren't listening to you, and then they do listen to the one thing that you said, now the entire argument is about that thing that you were just trying to say it's not about that thing.
Man, you know, really get him this time. I'm gonna use the coconut allegory.
Are you, yeah, you're gonna use the coconut allegory?
We're gonna bring that one back. We're bringing that one back again for the 80th time.
That's not all he said, though, if you're correct. He said we might as well legalize the worst one because the other isn't punished. It's a
yes.
equivalency argument that you should not make. Yes, you are
Yes.
correct. That is. But what I'm saying is that
we're trying to isolate it literally so the one take is like, oh yeah, you can understand that. And then he talks for another 5 seconds. You're like, ah.
Yeah, it's not. I am in no way saying that like that's a good take. But the idea that they're trying to argue is that like, oh, these things are both bad, and if one's legal, they should both be legal, or if they should both then be illegal. So the ultimate end of the argument like kind of makes sense. But when you're in the heat of a debate, when you're in the heat of an argument, don't say crap like that, right? Don't say it because it's not going to work well. You're like, oh, maybe it's the infamous, you know, all news is good news, or you know, whatever kind of like wrong take you want to have about the modern media environment.
Like there is some logic to it, but Bosch has no morals, so he doesn't actually quite get the reasoning behind. Like he doesn't get the idea of most people think no, that's abhorrent. He thinks like, well, might as well. It's like it's just as bad. He has reverse argumentation on like where he's coming from with that. Exactly. The way he describes it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have morals. He doesn't think like a normal human.
Right.
That's kind of the problem.
And you know, just to go along with this still, is just like, at the end of the day, you just don't shout that you're going to damage somebody's property in an argument with somebody who's going to post it on the internet. That's what we call a not smart. An unwise. Wisdom would be saying, hey, we're going to have this conversation in person. We're going to have this conversation on paper. We're going to have this conversation with our lawyers present. Not let's just start shouting at each other on the phone. And I'm not going to realize that everything is going to be put online. Because as soon as you're shouting and as soon as it's online, doesn't matter if you are right or not. Like let's say right here on stream earlier today, my wife shows up and she's like, oh, can I go grab my socks? And I just shout at her like, of course you can get your socks. You can go get your socks. Like, am I saying something that's perfectly fine? Sure. But am I shouting at her when it's something so simple? Am I ever in the right to shout at her about getting her socks? No. No, you're never going to win in this online world if you're going to have takes where you're the one who's just bellowing out something that's not going to work. So don't do that.
And how you present your take is more important than whatever you're saying, honestly.
Oh, especially nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, you can just have that just at work too. It's just like, oh, say something that's correct, but if you say it because you say it in a dickish way and you try to make the other person angry at you, they're not going to listen to you, of course, because you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter if you're correct if you deliver your statement or whatever it is in the worst way possible.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Now you're digging your way up, right? You're not starting from any kind of level playing ground or anything like that. You've got to find a way back up to the surface before you can even continue to have a conversation. Like people bringing up an avatar, even though it has nothing to do with the topic, aside from being a pick. Yeah, like just any sort of angry outburst where you're making some sort of crazy statement, right? But did her husband know he was talking to her on stream? I don't think so. There's two views on this. Number one, your wife is Amouranth, who is streaming all the time. All the time. Like, you should just assume that if she is near her computer, she's probably streaming. And then the follow-up being her claim that he controls everything. You're going to have a hard time convincing people that he didn't know that she was streaming, given the amount of control she claims that he had. So that, either he did know or he should have assumed she was. I don't care if I'm an asshole. I'm right. Yeah. I mean, that is a form. But at the same time, I don't care if I'm an asshole, I'm right. You're still going to make your arguments without some sort of like stupidly incoherent statement. Yes, you're in your right. How dare you come in here while you're streaming and interrupting your rants, dang. I control waifu socks. I control the socks. The flow of the socks must go. All right, so we said don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be having your significant other sexually exploiting themselves in order for you to make money. That's our first lesson in things you shouldn't do. Because let's switch the other way now, okay? This is the kind of person who lets their wife do whatever, and you're like, oh, well, what about so and so who married such and such porn star? Their relationship's perfectly fine. To which I'll say, is it? Is it? Or do we just not see their explosions? There's a in a relationship, the two of you are getting together and sharing each other, sharing your love, sharing everything about each other is shared. There's the man belongs to the woman belongs to the man. That is just how relationships are. And that goes whether you believe in like a God-based relationship like I do, or if you believe that it's purely a sexual relationship or a physical relationship outside of God. Either way, there is this sense of the two of you coming together and belonging to each other. When you say, oh, but this area I'm going to share, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems because that doesn't really comport with everything to each other. And then suddenly your relationship is nothing more than a business. Which, I mean, you listen to the him on that phone call, and it sure sounds like he only views her as a business asset, and anything she does as something the business needs to do or not do. And it's like, you're not in a relationship. You're literally like a partnership. You're literally just business partners at the end of the day. Why are you even married? What is this that you're doing? So don't do that kind of stuff with your significant others. And a lesson I learned long ago, and that I was taught after I learned the lesson, don't have business partners. Your business partner will never work as hard on the business as you do. nor do they have the skills or whatever it is they need to fulfill everything you think they should be doing in the business. You can have a board of directors where you have people appointed to specific CFO and COO positions, treasurer positions. You can take it as the CEO. Do not have business partners. And in the same way that you should not have business partners, you should not go into marriage as though it were just a partnership, a business partnership. That's not how it works. Never works like that. You will never work well together. You will never both get together in such a way that it's going to work out at the end. It will always, always, always come to some sort of failure point at the same point that one of the two of you either get annoyed with one or the other, or it hits the point of you get it's mostly annoyance with the other one. Like the other one's not doing some part of the thing that you think they should be doing. They don't like the business as much, whatever it may be. You'll always encounter a position where one of the two of you is not going along with the mission, the idea, the goal of the business. Don't have business partners. Oh, but this business was created by partners who did great and they worked out fantastically. Cool. Exception, not the rule. Done pip your wife. Yeah. There's another moral right there. I'm such a bigot. Riley Reid is going to have a wonderful marriage. I'm sure she will. I'm back what I miss. She's a commodity. Yeah. Here's a smaller lesson. In her tearful cries, she was like, I haven't had a what did she say? I haven't been on vacation. I haven't done I stream every day. I haven't done the blah blah blah. I don't care if you own your own business. I don't care if your business is playing video games. I don't care what your business might be at the end of the day. Take some time to enjoy life. If you're like, oh, I can't take a vacation because then YouTube will kill my channel. You know, possibly. YouTube might kill your channel because the way that YouTube does stuff is really mean and dumb. And this might mean the end of your channel if you take a break. But would you rather take a break from your channel? What is that Squeak the Foxes or is that like a mouse or something? That's kind of a weird squeakums that I'm hearing. Which is more important, your channel or your life? Your health and the way that you approach life and the way you live should be first and foremost. How did I get here? Did I swim over here? Oh, I bet there's a mouse in the that underwater area. Ow! Oh. That asshole is throwing at me. How do I navigate this situation here? Oh, we don't see the game right now. Okay. It's not a good situation here. If they split, who gets the gas station? If they were smart with the way the gas station was set up and they're already both members on an LLC or some sort of corporation that owns the gas station, and then, you know, their ownership is already basically split. Ah, dang it. Their ownership is already split in the way that the corporation is established. So it has nothing to do with whether or not the two of them are married or not. Bah, you're telling me I can never start a business? I didn't say that. Who said that? Oh no, he's coming for me again. Dang it. Dang it! You have two partners, whatever you do, I can't even go to the toilet alone. I don't know why the way you describe that's super funny sounding to me. You can definitely still start a business. No one said that you couldn't start a business. What do you want to start? One of the best things if you want to start a business is to get a mentor, but not a don't get a I'll put this on. That'll help. But again, don't get a partner. That's very different. Um, you can't see plane getting felted in Minecraft. Well, I hope I got it back just in time for you to see all the felting occur. Because now it's going to be nighttime felting. Where are my boats? Where? Are they all over there? They might all be over here. That's the corpos that took the U out of YouTube. Oh boy, I love convincing people to go on a suicide mission for you. 2077 is great. What happens if I make a contact and we split 50-50 and the judge pre-ruled that is what happens, then it's okay, right? Like an agreement to split something 50-50 could be fine. The question's going to come back to like controlling power and who's actually doing something, right? So let's say you want to set up a business and you set it up as an LLC and you have somebody who's the like, oh, I'm the money, like I'm the person who has the cash going into the business.
Yeah, treasurer.
No, not like treasurer would be like a position on a board, right? But like, let's say that they're the person that just has a bunch of cash and you're the guy with the idea. You're like, I'm the idea guy. They're the cash guy. Bring them on as an investor would be my first thing I would say, and then pay them a percentage based on how much they do. And the way that you can do that is by setting up an LLC. You own 100% of the LLC, and then you sell them some percentage of the shares, and then they can get a return on the shares that they're investing in based on that. I've never seen a guy get penetrated so hard in Minecraft.
I saw some of that as coming back. Took care of dogs stuff.
Oh, nice. So yeah, you're talking. You make a contact. You mean a contract? I need to know more about this particular situation to know how I'd say it. But basically, what I'm trying to say is that you will be the person who cares the most about the business endeavor. The other person will have something come up. We'll do something else. We'll find something else to be interested in. We'll do something that just leads them to be not as useful to you in this business endeavor. That's just how it's going to work. So if in whatever way you can put them in a position where you don't have to rely on them to do X, Y, and Z, you're going to be in a much better position than if you have them as a 50-50 partner and you then have everything fall apart because they were supposed to do a thing and then they were like, no, I don't really care about it anymore. You try.
Like say you're just making a food truck, you have them be the cook. You don't actually do that. Do other stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, they do something else. They get a better paying job.
Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I mean it could be like this could be literally anything. There is so many things that we could be going over, but just know that nobody else will be as invested in what you want to do as you are, and because of that, it's important to make sure that you protect yourself. Yeah,
honestly, Amouranth situation, I feel like I could easily compare it to the fact that money doesn't really buy you happiness.
Oh, true.
It doesn't seem like she's like, even if she's plenty rich, they're both plenty rich. They're both gonna be rich after this. I don't think either of them are gonna be very happy. Assuming what she's saying is true, neither of them are gonna be happy after this.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And if you're putting a bunch of your time, effort, sweat, let's put you on Amouranth's side, right? You're putting a bunch of your time, effort, sweat into something that's bringing a huge return, and you see how big the return is. Realize what the other people are doing or not doing, right? There is a chance that this guy is a business genius who's the reason that she bought a gas station, who's the reason that she invests in other things and has like a massively stable income, even if she never makes another cent. right? There's a chance that that's how this relationship is working out. Um, is that stuff that you could learn somewhere else? Is that stuff that you could get from somebody else, right? Is that stuff that you could learn to do? Um, never rely on that other person, even if they're like I hesitate so much to call them like a husband and wife because of all of the stuff I said earlier about how you should never do this in your relationship. So for me and my definition, they are not really a married couple, right?
Yeah,
Um,
even if they are, it doesn't. That's not really the relationship they have anymore at all.
mhm. They are. I think it was Flawed Man of God earlier. It was like she's a commodity, right? She is no longer a partner in that relationship. She is just a way that money is acquired, right? Contract spelling is hard. Oh, I did get it back in time. Okay, good. Good. What other lessons can we extrapolate?
I don't know if you took like the super pro Amouranth, and, like just looking at it that way. I could just look at it the ways like, oh yeah, she's completely truthful, but everything she said, he's a terrible person and user. I don't have to make any judgment whatsoever about him. Because my position, I'm an outside observer, and like I said earlier, uh, go to proper authorities.
Oh
I
yeah.
could totally be on her side supporting her and just like, yeah, get out of that. But I don't have to make any statements or
Yeah.
or decisions about him
Well,
because I
and
don't know anything about him. I just know what she said.
1, 2, 3,
And even
4,
if she could be
5,
pretty
6.
truthful, it could still be
1,
incorrect in
2,
places.
3, 4, 5.
Stuff like that.
Also true. Also true. And know how to get help, right? Like if you don't have, because she said on stream while she was crying, like, why would I talk to family? What are they gonna do? Okay, so you don't think your family can do anything, but there's also this crazy thing called a civil standby. And
Yeah.
while I have my issues with the police power that we have here in America, it's still a power that we have granted to the cops to be able to show up with a gun and maintain order. A civil standby will just show up and you took my boat.
Well, no, I have my own. It's still there.
All right.
I just had a boat.
All right. It's like there's like 6 boats around here. What are you talking? Why are you taking mine? Um, but yeah, you can get what's called a civil standby that will show up and literally just hang out while you go get your stuff or get your pets or whatever you have to do. They will just be there. So know what we pay taxes in order for you to have some level of protection. Again,
That is uh, the ultimate goal of government is to protect property.
right.
That's the entire purpose of government. If it's not doing that, it's not doing anything.
And we have a pretty decent system. You just call non-emergency. You say, "Hey, I need to go get my stuff, or I need to get out of this position." There's no active violence. There's no weapon. I just want a civil standby who can show up and be here, in case there is an argument or something happens. Very
Anyway,
very simple,
you're a
easy to
woman.
do.
You're not the one getting shot here. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Trust me. Oh man. What else can we learn? What else can we learn?
I think assuming she's truthful, it really can be anybody that's in an abusive relationship. It doesn't matter if you're super popular Twitter. Like we've seen stuff with like
Oh yeah.
Britney Spears.
Yep.
Like I don't know the whole details on her situation, but like yeah, it is true. Like she is still basically unlawfully being controlled by her father. That's horrible, isn't it?
And what's weird is in my brain, as soon as you said that, I went the opposite way. That uh this happens at the smallest level too. That like we had it earlier in chat. Don't pimp your wife or don't pimp your girlfriend. This same exact situation happens with people who can't rub 2 pennies together. So it's not a situation that's only limited to these two. What is this snow
Yeah.
ass shit going
I
on?
don't know. He's trying to make a
Isn't he
snow
banned
golem,
from the
but it's like
server?
too big.
Is
Oh
it?
yeah, he was. That was earlier.
Oh, is he back in now?
No, I said he got banned. Made that earlier.
Oh. Lesson number 2, become single and make more money. There's a good lesson.
And yeah, of course, anything that he was doing for her, he could pay somebody else to do. I guarantee it.
A banned person.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Unless she's just like really stupid and doesn't understand the Twitch meta at all, like just how it flows. I mean, she's done it long enough. She should be able to figure out herself if she wants to keep doing it. She doesn't need to keep doing it. Obviously, they have plenty. They have plenty of money after the splitting.
Isn't Amouranth supposed to be a female empowerment figure? Feels like she's the one who needs someone to tell her how to be empowered.
Well,
that is the exact sentiment that has led to all of the is it real questions, because that's the portrayal of what we've gotten. Which here we go. Next lesson that we can learn. What somebody shows, what somebody expresses to the world is not always what they are or who they are, right? I am always a glasses wearing wheat goatee shouting my opinions about anime. That's just what I am. I'm driving down the road, I'm screaming out the window, Shinobi no Itoki is the best anime, why aren't you all watching it? Because
get shot in a drive-by.
They
know it's right.
I'm gonna get eat, especially in my hood. But they're like, most people out there aren't what they portray themselves as. Especially when they rise to like this huge level of prominence, it's very rare to get real people. And that's why when you talk to people or you see interviews with people, that the people out there who are real, that is who they are, there is always this sort of air of mystery about them. It's like, wow, that so and so in Hollywood is a really genuine person. Like that's who they really are. I'm trying to think.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves definitely has that air about him, as well as just having he's a stand up feeling guy. You're like, yeah, that guy's cool. I like him. I like what he
You can't
stands
be
for.
sure, but the way he talks, the actions he makes, just gets the feel of that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. On a level, you're like, yeah, I believe that this is actually who this person is. But that's not the case. That's not usually the case. So you see someone who's like, I'm a girl boss. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do this on my own, or whatever maybe the conversation they're having. Does not necessarily mean that that's who they are in reality. I'm going to wait. This guy just did we like create a new type of villager?
Whereas
It's this guy. He's just wearing weird clothes. An anime drive-by.
And then you just do this over exaggerated death anime. He's crap.
But you can't right click on him. And we don't have a.
I can't.
But you can?
He gets out of bed, but
You can't trade with him. He's not like a
that's a pop collar kind of guy.
he's a puppet collar kind of guy. Time to hit the hay. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Pop. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. I need one more wood. Alec Baldwin's another example. Guy plays an asshole and is one in real life. Yep. Yeah, it goes kind of goes both ways. Sometimes it's like, oh, it's amazing. This person isn't really like that in real life. And other times you're like, yeah, that's exactly what this person is. Killing the baby zombies. What can we do with this weird rotten
I guess that's
flesh.
just that's just the biome. That's just the biome outfit for taiga villagers. Because he was a baby and then he grew up and that's the default.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
Here, break his go into the other room and break that guy's bed.
Why?
Because I want him to sleep out here with his forge.
Which one? The guy with the
That guy's
trade?
an armor or whatever.
Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. No, don't go up. Don't go up. Go out.
I see where you want.
Did you drop that bed just outside the door? No, don't fall down there, bro. Don't go out there.
Hey, some of your stuff's already oxidized. It's just very slow.
Oh, nifty. All right. So, get the one right outside. And now he's attached. Okay, perfect. I want him to sleep in his shop. He needs to sleep with his armor stuff. So now we have the armor, the librarian, and the alchemist, and the whatever the hell that guy is, toolsmith, something like that.
Do you have your bed in the background just outside of your camera frame?
No, it's not in the background.
Do
No.
you have a bed in your kitchen?
In my
Why do they have to live in their shop?
I mean, my bed is is outside of frame. It's just not behind me. I, it is. It's just that way a little bit.
It's right there.
Yeah. The specifics of behind me threw me off there, but yeah, no, my bed is nearby.
Your bed is in that room.
Yep. Yeah, you sleep where you
don't
work.
have an office.
This is
I don't have an office.
my bedroom office.
I'm not a professional.
Someday you could be like me and you can eat where you sleep. These trees grow so funny.
I think.
You sing like Robert Goulet.
For what I was. I think it was just one.
Oh, Robert Goulet is one of the three tenors. You ever watch Recess? Was that a show that was on TV when you were a kid?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Mikey, the fat kid, he had the singing voice. The singing voice. His singing voice was done by Robert Goulet.
I have no idea who that is.
He's one of the three tenors. Very, very famous.
I don't
Opera
know
group.
Is. Probably is a thing, but I don't know it.
Anyway, he's famous. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, he's real famous.
He's real famous. He's one of the, like, ask your grandma. She'll know.
Oh yeah, she'll know. She probably would.
You're like, Grandma, who's Robert Goulet? And she'll get a little quivering in her pants and
Robert
Goulet.
Before,
Have you heard of the three tenors?
I've probably heard some of their stuff before, I'm sure, but I've heard this.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I don't know his younger version. I've seen him with a mustache before. That's what I saw.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I don't know why I brought up Robert Goulet. You can remind me later, chat. I'll make a short about it.
That is very interesting.
Why does it look like prison or army bunkers? You got unlimited space in Minecraft? Because I don't know how much bigger I want this to be, but I tried to make this look like a Japanese storehouse. So they're all living in a warehouse, basically.
That's great, Blaine.
And then eventually we'll have stairs down to a basement, and then also a second story. But for right now, they're all just getting beds in there. God, too many leaves growing everywhere. Why would I know the three tenors? I had friends in high school. What are you doing here on an anime channel if you had friends in school?
What is What is going to high school? I don't know what that is.
I get it, Chad. I get it. I can't reach this. My my house stairs aren't working for reaching up high enough. Like how Fergus and Mobby has to a workshop off his house. Sure, just like that. let's
Yep. That sounds about right to me.
Okay. Now I can build some tree stairs to get my ass over here. Anime characters never go to high school. They're too busy getting hit by a truck, coon. Why is this over here still? Oh, there's still a... Oh no, I'm standing on the tree trunk, and I think they're gonna start disappearing now. He broke so many of my weapons. You know, Truck Coon may be actually why so many anime kids don't ever make it to their jobs, and why so many anime are featured in just like normal ass high school stuff.
Man, that's why all those people never show up for work. They got hit by a truck and they got isekai.
Yeah, it's
that's
like,
the answer all along.
That's why they got a negative birth rate. They're having kids, but the kids keep getting hit by trucks.
They don't. Those kids don't live to have kids. I think the server kind of is crap itself.
The server's what?
I think it's kind of crap itself.
Oh, I'm fine.
I can't eat chicken. Oh, there we go. It was good.
Maybe you just had some chicken issues.
Soggy chicken.
Gross. Gross. I just had nice crispy chicken thighs for dinner. The idea of even thinking about eating a soggy chicken just it offends me. That's terrifying. I would go hungry before I ate a soggy piece of chicken.
Can't do it. Can't do it, man. Can't take it.
I won't do it. I ain't there. I ain't that weak. I'll just starve. I'll live off these bony arms.
What's the worst food you've ever made for yourself?
Worst food I've ever made for myself?
Yeah, like the worst taste thing. Like the worst disaster you had.
I'm trying to because like it's probably awful. So
I made double salted pancakes.
Oh, gross.
No sugar, all salt. It didn't turn out right at all.
Oh no.
Try it once. It's absolutely disgusting. It's just salt. It's all you could taste. It was weird packed salt. It was the worst bite one of the worst bites I've ever had.
That sounds terrifying. I'm trying to think. Cause like I've messed some stuff up. But what's the worst thing I've ever...
And it doesn't have to be literally the worst. It could be something pretty bad. I feel like I did something recently. I'm trying to remember what it was, but all I can remember is being in the kitchen trying to add a bunch of stuff to it to make it better, and none of it working, and just having to give up. But I don't remember what it was. Don't hurt myself thinking. I am getting a bit of a headache. It's starting to. I'm feeling the pressure. I even asked my wife. I was like, "You need to try this," and she was like, "Oh, gross, no." She's like, "Why are you trying to kill me or something?" I thought you loved me.
What did I do?
now you're just gonna be stuck here all
I
night
am.
thinking, like,
I am
"What?
stuck. It is such a weird because like I pick it, you know, like you wake up from a dream and you like remember a bunch of things that you did, but you don't remember the whole dream. That's how I feel right now. Like I remember a pot. I remember a warm pot of a mostly liquid thing, and I had put something in it, thinking, "Oh, I'm out of this. I'll just use this."
Oh,
And then
that's the worst
it
one.
was just the worst thing on the planet. Mess up curry. How do you mess up curry? that's
I don't think you
impossible.
even mess up curry like that. Just like, oh, it's not as good as I wanted.
Yeah, bad curry is still curry. No, this was like, um, oh, I tried to make chicken soup.
That's why I was gonna say. It sounds like you're trying to make seasoning for chicken. You
I
got like a big pot of stuff.
Yep. So I have a amazing ramen recipe. There's a video on that Blaine and Katie channel of my ramen recipe. It's an 8-hour pork broth to make it.
I want to try that.
And it's amazing. It's I need a day ahead of time to know that somebody wants it and I can make it. But I was like, oh, my wife was sick. It was like right when she had gotten COVID, and so I was preparing it for her. I had already had COVID, so I wasn't worried about contracting it. But I was like, okay, yeah, soup will be a good thing. I'll make her some soup. And I didn't see any like chicken stock or chicken bouillon, but I knew that I had this frozen chicken carcass from the last time we had gotten a chicken.
Uh-oh.
So I put the chicken carcass in the water, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, how do I make my ramen, but I'll do it with chicken. So I just dropped it in, started boiling it. It just tasted like old chicken water. Like just
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like it was
water.
bad,
Like
wasn't it?
I added salt, I added oregano, I added all kinds of spices. Like, what's missing? Why can't I get this good? I added miso paste to try to maybe make it a little bit different. I added so many things to this broth, but it did not matter what I added. It tasted like old chicken water. My brain, now that I'm telling this story, is wondering if maybe these were just some reverberations from me having had COVID the 2 weeks before. But it tasted awful. I could not get this thing to taste good. And then I'm sitting there literally with this big warm pot of stuff, and she's like she comes down because I told her I was gonna make her something, and she's like,
Yeah.
"It's almost ready," and I was like, "I cannot!" Like I was frantic over this stupid pot, and she's like, she just goes out into the cabinets that are like out in our little mudroom area, and just grabs a box of chicken stock, and I was like, "Oh, great, thanks. Okay, cool." And it tasted fine. So I don't know. It wasn't like just the chicken flavor. There's just something. My guess is that it was probably an older chicken carcass sitting in the freezer than I thought it
You
was.
didn't know how long it was. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'd say that was. So
but
things like chicken carcass. Yeah, that could be a recipe for disaster.
yeah, it's probably a good thing she didn't eat it. When I think about it now, but yeah, that was the last thing that I made where I was like, why is this not good, and how is this not good? Because like I don't have to brag myself. I have other people that will eat my food and brag for me. But I'm a pretty good cook. I'm pretty good at throwing some things together and making it all work out. So whenever I can't, I'm always just frantic about like, what is wrong right now? The world is broken. It tasted like freezer, exactly.
Am I wrong? No. Like,
Wake up, Blaine. This is your wife. You're in a coma, remember? You know the curry was messed up if it doesn't give you explosive diarrhea? Yeah, that is that is the most true statement Cheminier has ever said in their life. Something's wrong with this curry. Wait, are you sure? Yeah, I didn't paint the back wall as I sat down onto the bowl. It's not good enough.
I know how I am with curry. It just ain't curry.
Yeah, I don't feel a pressure in my my waistband telling me that I've gotta go help the Browns win a Super Bowl.
Browns are never gonna win a Super Bowl.
Well, they
Just wait until Deshaun Watson's back, and then he's just like, oh, that's it.
what if he comes back and he sucks?
I don't think he's gonna come back and he sucks. I think he's gonna come back and just not be great. He's just not gonna be great.
Just
Like
not
they
be
need him
great.
to actually be.
Dragon Roost
I don't
have
think-
never
I
had
don't-
curry. Looks like I'm lucky in that department. No, curry's delicious. I love
Yeah.
curry. I did
think
not.
it's-
Yeah,
curry's just always good.
it's always good. I didn't mean that in like you can't mess up curry. I meant that in like even bad curry is still pretty damn good curry. All right, so I need this twice as high as it is wide. So let's see. How wide are we right now? We are 8 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 wide. So we need to go 16 tall. You've had many true statements, Four Eyes. Didn't I say most true? Did I misspeak on that one? I meant to say the most true statement you've made. Oh, do you want to? I should show off the bottom of the mine here. Let's do this real quick.
Take a look. Yeah, I commented. I watched a little more anime Friday. Very much still enjoying everything.
Oh, good. Here, I'll send an empty card up for you because I've left a few of them down below here on accident.
I'll steal one of your boats. No. You know you have to
True, I've got too many boats. Comes a cart. So this area. Oh, I need to buy picks. Wait. Go.
I have no idea which way the mine carts come.
It's coming up the powered rail side. Or it's not. Hold on. Empty carts don't like to go up. I guess you've got to have
Alright.
What? Okay. Bye. All right. So now that
So
I've
yeah, it has to have a chest in it. Or else
yeah,
it's
the
not
chest
going up.
minecarts can go up on their own. Indian curry or Thai curry or Japanese curry, which one's better? My favorite curry is Penang curry. It is a Thai-based curry using coconut milk and kaffir lime leaves. It is, in my opinion, the greatest curry that you can have.
I forgot to make another field.
Oh yeah. So that direction I haven't explored too much, but so I'll put that there. So we just load this up while we're mining, and then this way. Wait, no, hold on. Going this direction and up that way is like another. There's a biome over there in that corner, and then
Did
going.
you find the like what was that? Yeah, that's what it was. Cave
Wait,
shield.
and then this other direction. Where'd you go? Where you
I was
had?
just telling you to kill it.
Oh, you kill it. So that
That's
way goes
hacking.
to like another cave section, and then this way is where I found the axolotl. Oh, here he is. Here's the axolotl. He's adorable.
Yeah, that are very good.
He
Color
won't.
that one.
You gotta catch him in a bucket, apparently.
Not really. I have a buck tag.
So I found him in here, with a bunch of Zambos, like just constant running Zambos, and up here is a zombie spawner, and then in the chest I found a saddle. I found a saddle up here. So if we want to make an XP farm, we can literally just make an XP farm around these Zambos pretty easily. But I haven't really explored too much in this area. You found the cutest
'em.
predator. Apparently they're supposed to be able to help you in the
Yes, they do.
underwater place, whatever that's called.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can spit.
Ew, he spit.
Yeah, you just need to raise an army of them, and then they'll go fight for you.
Nice. Get more redstone. Power my contraption. Don't kill it. That's why I let him pick it up. There's also a bunch of clay down here, which I find kind of funny. And then a lily pad. Like, I've not seen a lily pad before. But now I've got one.
They're pretty common.
Are they?
Yeah. You find them just find them in junk but swamp biome.
Oh yeah, this weird room that I built to capture all of the Zambos in. No, you said it right. I just want to make you repeat yourself. I prefer mild curry. What? I've never heard of a mild curry. All curries are spicy as hell. If you ask a Californian, they'll say the best curry is Steph. Not Nico. Nico. Best one is beef stew. I think they are similar. No, they are. They're not even distant cousins. Not even distant cousins. Beef stew and curry are vastly different.
Yeah, just because good doesn't mean it's curry.
Right.
I mean, they could still call it a curry, but I wouldn't really call it the same thing.
It doesn't have curry spice. There's literally a spice you need to put in it to make it curry.
Yeah, that's the main differentiator.
Don't listen to Dragon Roots. She's an unfiltered.
And still just having like a nice thick sauce that's like a curry. Those are still just good on.
Oh yeah, that's the Japanese style where they cook everything down until it's like just a big mash of stuff.
Basically.
Yeah,
kind of like a paste.
That is a weird
like
one.
that for chicken pork.
If you do that, you have to put it on something. You're correct. You can't just be like, "Oh, I made curry," and then serve someone a bowl of that. Whereas like Indian curries or Thai curries, you can just eat a bowl of that with some like.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you can, I would still rather eat it with meat.
I mean, I guess my curry's got chunks of meat in it, so I guess that's the difference here.
Like I was gonna say, I'd rather have. I mean, if that, I'm just thinking it's like it wouldn't have that much meat. But yeah, serve it with like a little side of naan, maybe rice. Rice works well.
Oh yeah,
some good rice, some naan, some kind of meat. Yeah. Then you got a curry going.
Covered in sriracha and jalapenos, and you're done. That's what I do. Serrano's interrupted Blaine reading my comment calling Dragon Ruse an Oki. Did I not finish the comment? I thought I did.
What?
I thought I finished that one.
Addressed this multiple times.
She's a filthy, uncultured Oki. Get a bucket. You see you're the cultured one. I'm glad there's still some in this chat. Fan site telling me not to kill the axolotl.
Even though they lost to Kansas, they did lose. I'm gonna have to double check that.
Oh, okay. Lifting your glasses with one finger. Oh, I know. MechWarrior 5 is fun.
Oh no, it was the fact that they actually beat Kansas. Surprised people.
I don't understand any of that talk.
College football. What?
Yeah, I mean, you could have just said football, and I would have said, "What's that?"
Huh?
Either way, I am not paying attention to that.
I watched a really good video today. It was JXC.
Really?
Shitting on Brickleberry. I hate that show. I hate adult comedies like that. They're all garbage. They're not funny at all.
I hate Brickleberry.
Yeah. Also, he said it was going to be a 3-part series on Brickleberry. I think it was Paradise PD and other show I hadn't heard of actually, which intrigues me more because it could be even worse than those other two.
I love harvesting the bamboo. I know that we could build like an automatic bamboo harvester, but it's so satisfying just to whack it.
I'll just link the video I was watching. Thinking about it, I was like, what we talking about?
I don't even know what brickleberry is. What are we talking about?
Oh,
You didn't
it's just
introduce
like a-
anything. You just said I watched a show about brickleberry. Like the
Yeah,
end of the
oh,
conversation.
I said it was an adult comedy. That should explain it pretty well.
I guess.
Yeah, you know Family Guy?
Yeah.
You know what Family Guy is? Well, there's a lot of comedies that came after that, and there's lots of them that are really bad.
Gotcha. They aren't all. Is BoJack Horseman good?
I didn't really like it. I'll
No.
say
It's the only one that I can
why
think
people
of
like it, but
more recently where I have
it's
people
definitely
that are,
not as bad as other ones. It has legitimate qualities to it, and it's funny. But there's a lot of the repetitiveness I didn't enjoy. Also, the main thing I didn't like about it is that could have been better.
Oh, I see.
Is because they did have a lot of good stuff in it. It could have been better. That's like is disappointment more so than a lot of things. 'Cause there definitely was good parts of BoJack I like.
I have no idea why, but hearing you talk about this brickleberry and what you think about it is reminding me of an employee I had who he was like I forget what we were talking about. We were talking about something about like red pandas or he saw a red panda on my shirt. Because I love red pandas. They are such great little creatures.
Adorable. They're way better than regular panda.
Oh, definitely. Which is funny because they're lesser pandas by scientific name.
And they're not even the same species. Panda.
Correct.
Real cat.
But so I had this shirt on, and he thought he was like, "Yo," and you can guess his demographic based on how I portray him.
Oh,
He was like,
what type
"Yo,
of American he is."
yo, is that We Bear Bears? I fuck with We Bear Bears," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" A, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. B, once I looked it up, that is the last thing I ever thought this person would ever be watching. Just goes to show you should never judge a book by its cover. Was he South Korean? He was from a South Side.
Oh yeah, Brickleberry has an annoying fucking bear that's just mean to people and isn't funny. He just says, "You're a whore,"
Oh, just
and
to
then
say
that's
it.
the joke.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that's
the
not as
joke.
funny. Oh, good. Michael fucks with Bear Bears. We Bear Bears too. I know nothing about it. The conversation ended there when he was like,
just like, what?
he was like, I fuck with We Bear Bears, and I was just like, I don't know what that means.
You're from a different era.
Yeah. You blast your blicky to We Bear Bears. All right, hold on. I missed one back here. Mech Warrior 5 is fun until you kill too many NPC mechs, and my frame rate goes from 120 to 15 because of the mech corpses. You need more
You can't get
power.
rid of corpses either. Just it'd be unauthentic. Inauthentic if you got rid of the corpses.
Exactly. You gotta leave them on there, otherwise it's gonna look awful. You buy the S&B Curry Roo. I like the S&B one.
Yeah.
I think there's a forget what the company is. It comes in like a little pink purple tub, like this, and it's the Penang curry that I get, that I love. It's a spicy curry out the box though, so you be careful when you're stepping up to the plate on that.
Is it like Mayploy?
No, but it's
Yeah,
it's like one of
I don't know.
those. You're like Sunluck,
gonna say-
Mayploy, just it's in that family.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't ring a bell for me. I don't think so.
I mean, I guess I could literally go downstairs to the fridge and grab it to look, but I'm busy playing games right now. So what you're saying, adding curry spice to beef stew makes it curry. So the same. No, that hold on. Adding curry to beef stew would make it curry. Not adding curry to beef stew makes it beef stew. That's literally the difference. That's like saying oh, I added 2 wheels to your motorcycle. Now it's a car. So a motorcycle and a car are the same thing. No, they're literally different. Adding those things changes the definition of what it is. You put potatoes and crap in yours? Oh yeah. In my curry, potatoes, onions, carrots, usually chicken. I like the big chunk of chicken. Let's see. Your hand is awful. Oh, you're playing you're playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay. BoJack is great. You like the episode about free churros. Isn't Brinkleberry that bear show? Was he South Korean? No, he was a different South side, like I said. You Tuck with Bear Bears. I did that one. Your niece used to watch that. Put motorcycles and cars are the same thing, Blaine. They're killing the planet, you phobe. Oh, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
It
7.
doesn't like me running my emulator in Minecraft at the same
8.
time. For some reason, I don't know what it was. That. I think I'll be back.
Alrighty. Yeah, because your server looks fine to me. I think it's a local issue.
Yeah, as I said, it's like, no, I was hearing like, beep, 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 something wrong with the computer.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh yeah, I think it's my graphic drivers did not like it or something. Driver timeout. Yeah.
Ooh. That sounds like fun.
It's still running now. It just wasn't.
Okay, so that's a good single rectangle so far. This is gonna be massive. I am so pleased with this. Dragon Rears. Wait, adding one thing makes it completely different. What the fuck? Beef stew is still better. IMO. You okay? Now you're trying to trigger me. Now you're trying to push me. Now you're saying, "Oh, you know what? Let's just push Blaine beyond his limits. Let's send him to a place that we want him to go instead of a place that he wants to hang out." You cannot say one thing is better than another thing when you just admitted to never having the other thing. I was literally making fun of Matt Walsh earlier today because he was like, anime is demonic. And I don't have an argument for that. It's just how I feel.
Oh, he did? Is that all he said about it?
Basically, I tweeted it out. And I was like, maybe you should have an argument if you're gonna say something like that. This is asinine.
Who hurt you, Sweaty?
Yeah, Matt Walsh. Oh, if it's not trad bullshit, then it's just not it's not for me. If it doesn't have traditional conservative American values, then it's of the devil. Like, that's not how this works. You don't just get to be like, you know what, anime's demonic. It's like, sure, there's demons in anime, but they're like Shinto demons. You don't even know what that means. Stupid ass.
Also, yeah, the fact that someone would just put something aside is just like, nah. When if something has demons, quote unquote, in it, it doesn't track.
Why is Blaine building Alcatraz? I'm building a giant Torii gate.
Yes.
Stop trying to trigger me. That's Michael's job. Who is Matt Walsh? You could go on my Twitter and you can see
Yeah, you
Matt
can literally
Walsh.
just search Matt Walsh. It's not gonna be hard to find. He's gotta be the only people.
Anime is satanic and we should stop watching. But then they won't make more anime. Matt, aren't wrong. Have you seen Black Bible? I think you mean Bible Black. But I like where your head's at.
Okay, so yeah, the other Matt Walsh you might see looks to be an actor kind of guy or comedian.
7, 8, 9.
That is not. We're talking about the political guy.
12, 13.
Yeah, Matt Walsh, the American comedian, not the guy. Political
15,
commentator, that guy. He works for Daily
16.
Wire. He's only 36 years old.
Shut up. Matt Walsh is 36?
How old are you, Blaine?
I'm 32. I thought that guy was like at least 40.
It's the beard, isn't it?
I must be. It's because my
Take a look at him
goatee's
from,
weak.
like,
People
without
think
the
I'm young.
beard. him without the beard, he looks just like a 30-year-old guy. The beard
Is
adds
there a
10
picture
years.
of Matt Walsh no beard online?
Matt, you can see pictures like there was a hippie song recently. You can see Matt Walsh like in his like when he's 18. He just kind of looks old, but you can also tell that he's not old.
Here's some scruff shots.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's not really.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. No,
It's kind of beard.
you
but
can
yeah,
tell. You can tell the beard is there to age him up a little bit. Here, I'll open this one in a new tab and we'll bring it over. There you go. So this is Matt Walsh, no beard. And then this is Matt Walsh with beard. Oh, wait, this is a tiny ass picture. Hold on.
Also, he was way more soy back before he had a beard, like a real beard.
Yeah, he's got these weird tattoos and stuff. Here's Matt Walsh with beard. This is bearded Matt Walsh.
Yeah, he is the what is a woman. That was really funny, honestly.
Oh, yeah. It's a Bible anime, so it's wholesome. Exactly.
He's 36.
Have
years
Matt
old.
watch Bible Black. Trust me, Matt Walsh. This is a biblical show.
Yeah, who don't look like Carlos Maza?
No twatter for you. Okay, yeah, you can keep your sanity if it's that important to you. Dang it. Why is this boat not letting me? There we go. Matt looks like he codes programs in San Francisco. Blaine could have been your kid. Yeah, I mean, there's a good portion of the world that I could, like, I'm young enough to be their kid. Anyone who's as old as my parents, for starters.
Like 50. Really, anybody that's like 50. Like that's about old enough.
Yeah, yeah. If you are at least 50, then there's a world. Even, I mean, less technically. Could have been a I could have been the reason you dropped out of high school. He's the what is a woman guy. Yeah, we saw that. Seriously, Blaine could be a kid. Young Matt reminds you of Carlos. Since you never had curry, beef stew is better. Therefore, beef stew better than curry. Like a truck is better than a plane. Can't argue with facts. Is this some sort of like ritualistic native thing that I don't understand? I know, like a truck better than a plane. Where does a railroad fall in line with all that?
Oh yeah, he decided to clarify later, Matt Walsh. He wants to apologize. It's not anime, it's Titanic. It's all cartoon, especially Paw Patrol.
Just all cartoons. Nope, nah, brah. It's all cartoons. We can't have any of them.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no cartoons. We can't allow kids to watch cartoons anymore. Panic.
And you, as adults, should not watch cartoons either.
But I think more so he is saying it's people who dedicate, or what he should actually be saying is people who dedicate their lives to.
See, he needed to listen to this stream.
Would actually make sense.
He needed to listen to this stream. This stream could have been his ticket of don't say dumb stuff in the middle of like a debate, an argument, an interview, anything like that. Just because
I think he was just doing like a private stream on Daily Wire. I think that's what it was just from.
I thought it was an interview.
It could have been an interview.
Maybe it was a private stream.
I assume it was just like a Q&A that they do pretty often
Oh,
on Daily Wire.
All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. He can be wrong off the cuff as long as he admits it. You know, someone who did a mustache and goatee for that reason, probably trolling. Twitter's the only place you feel like you're the only sane person. That's probably true. Or at least the only person comfortable in their own skin.
I'm on Twitter, so seems about
right. Counterpoint Dragon Roots. A plane is better at taking down a tower than a truck. Depends on the tower. Heard of the OKC bombing in the 90s? How did I know? How did I know? Oh, that was gonna come up as soon as somebody said that. Yeah. Also, that is a sombering memorial. I have been to the Oklahoma City bombing memorial, and it's one of those very, very quiet places in the world. Obvious reasons, but yeah, it is a very sad place to be.
Just give it a couple years, then we're gonna see Jake Paul visiting the Oklahoma bombing memorial.
Ugh. That like there's a section at that memorial that's just a bunch of empty chairs for everyone that died, and you're like, oh wow. There's something just very visceral about something that could have somebody using it, and the whole point of it being there is that now no one can use it. That just hits you. You're like, oh, that person's not here to use that chair anymore. I don't know why. It just hits me.
Oh, Matt Walsh's actual take, because I'm assuming that was from QA stream, and it was just like a random thing. He was just talking to fans, where his actual take is he doesn't care. Surprise, surprise, doesn't care.
Of course. But he got famous for a minute by saying that he does care.
I mean, people, and the thing is, people just want to get anything because he's
To be fair, it's like my most retweeted tweet at this point, I think.
Yeah, like he's just effective at getting engagement because they really hate what is a woman. They really hate that question.
Oh yeah.
Like that's a big thing. The fact that he is willing to say stuff that is more so than other people that is just not
Well, I love
normally appropriate.
I love the Sitch take on this now is what is a woman is someone who's not eligible for the draft.
Yep.
That's
sure.
We've made it very easy, very clear, very straightforward.
Yep, that's it.
But we did go
based Biden. Am I right?
he's had some Grandpa Joe moments.
I honestly love the fact that some of the stuff he does like that is like, yeah, well, I'll call you she. You're still getting drafted, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. I know what's really in your jeans. Do you, Joe? You know what's in my pants, Joe? I don't know if I like this anymore.
He's seen inside your pants.
He's seen inside my jeans.
No, Joe.
No, stay out of there. There's some of those you don't want to see, Uncle Joe. Trust me. Kind of the old Grandpa Joe's gonna have a heart attack if he sees in some people's pants.
He's gonna personally inspect, see if you're available for the draft.
Did we go to war for 20 years for the OKC bombing? Dream visits the OKC bombing site and pulls some wacky hijinks. Oh, Dream the tuber,
the speedrunner,
the speedrunner,
ex speedrunner apparently.
Oh yeah, you can't.
You know, he cheated.
He's a cheater.
He absolutely cheated, despite what he may say otherwise. He absolutely cheated.
Wasn't it like, oh, I didn't know that I had a program on?
He changed his story a little bit here and there. It's like, wait, that's actually this.
I feel like I only watched the first Carl Jobst video on it, and then I was like, I don't care about. Where's my next Summoning Salt video that'll tell me about some old ass video game that I'll also never play, but I'm much more excited about.
Yeah, then his Summoning Salt always tries to avoid the drama stuff mostly. Like there are videos about those kind of things. Cheers to those games. And he mostly wants to celebrate the people that do well.
Oh yeah, I like his new graph system too. He's got that new graph system to show like the speed,
yeah,
like going down over time. I like it a lot.
Cool. It's really nice. His production, even if it isn't like the most high level, it's just so well. He's so good at telling a story. He's just extremely engaging. And he picks good use of music too, especially his use of callback for like his tracks.
Oh yeah,
the tracks that he uses. Yeah, it works really well.
I love that it all sounds like it's coming out of an Atari.
Yeah, it's funny.
Bzzz, just
One
has
thing I
that
was like,
buzzy
I
sound to
was
it
a little
all.
bit surprised by seeing name of like in his music stuff was Eric, or I guess Patricia Tax. What he goes by now is Patricia Taxon. Because they were featured on EFAP before, because terrible media takes. And then I
Oh
see
wait,
it's like, oh,
really?
they also made some pretty interesting music.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes artists have strange takes. Look at Kanye. No,
Yeah.
he can't figure out what take he
Or
wants.
it's more people. People are more than just one take.
That is
Yeah,
true.
people aren't. Yeah.
You remember when Kanye said that President Bush hates black people?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
I wasn't all involved in politics back then.
Oh, no. This wasn't even politics. Hold on. Let me pull this up.
But he was president still then, right?
Yes, it was political technically. Oh, this is hilarious. What am I reading here? Dream Visit. Do they still have part of the building wall still up? I think so. It was a pre-war that led to the OKC bombing and called Waco, Texas standoff. Joke wasn't really funny though. It was trolling for trolling's sake.
As I say, yeah, I was 10 when Obama got elected.
Oh wow. But do you remember Hurricane Katrina?
Yes, I do. Oh, is that what it was from?
Yeah. So here, let me pop this. Actually, hold on. Let me get this to a point where. Let's see.
Yeah, Hurricane Katrina was one of the most.
With the breach of 3 levees protecting New Orleans, the landscape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family.
Okay. I'm just gonna do this whole thing. I don't care if someone tries to copy the channel. If you want to watch this stream on a replay, you can go watch it on Rumble. I'm actually monetized on Rumble, but
that's cool.
This is something that needs to be seen by other people. To be believed, yeah, I guess for the youth, they need to see this to believe it. And that should send it through this channel. Okay. Yeah.
With the breach of 3 levees protecting New Orleans, the landscape of the city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city.
So this entire thing is a bunch of famous actors and musicians and just famous people in general who are getting together to raise money to help out with Hurricane Katrina relief. So you have Mike Myers here with Kanye talking. The camera cuts randomly to some other people.
Combo.
And like when you call in to donate to the 1-800-HELP now, you would get to talk to somebody famous, like like Cher on the phone and stuff like that. It was like this huge event, right?
And thriving neighborhoods.
Well, and stuff like this, you're like, okay, yeah, we got celebrities using their celebrity to bring in money and funds. And then when you get like nowadays, it's like, oh, they all sang a song on TikTok.
They sang Imagine.
You're like, all right, let's can we do something that helps and not just singing songs? Because Kanye could have sung a song. He chose not to. He chose to get on TV and say this.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know, it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because
see his
it's too
eyes
hard
change
to
a
watch.
little bit
I've
there,
even
Mike
been
Myers.
shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now.
I love Mike Myers. He's like, oh, Red Cross people are helping. Yes, I'll nod for that one. I understand what he's saying there.
But also he was saying like, roll back just a little bit. There's something weird he said there.
We realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way.
No, and
they
it was trying to help slowly as possible. That's what it was. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about, Kanye?
The less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors.
How do I bring this back around? You just talked about them going in and shooting black people in Katrina. How do I save this?
I never saw this before.
Survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Oh my god.
Sad but true. I mean, I have no idea what George Bush thinks. But this is like, you're trying to raise money for the Red Cross. And I love Mike Myers' face after he says that. He just turns like, what? And then when it cuts to Eddie Murphy, Murphy's, like, you can tell he's looking off screen like, the hell is he saying?
I can't believe you got paired up with Kanye. I guess that's why people make jokes about Mike Myers being extremely white too.
Oh yeah. I mean, the whole thing is
that makes sense. Yeah,
it was in the news for weeks. Now. Of course it was. What, like that used to be the news cycle. Was like, what crazy thing did some rich person say? Oh,
okay, Kanye's bringing it back.
Yep.
He's put it out on Twitter.
He is. He put it out on Twitter.
Now, before I go to bed here, gotta put the shoes on blast.
Oh my god, I can't believe that that's what he's like. Why?
It's so weird.
I don't understand this. Why do you think this? Why is this where we stand?
I think people get too worked up and talking about the white people that don't like them, and really forget about the black people that don't like them.
14.
Because it seems a lot stronger. They seem to be a lot more than them. There seems to be a lot more anti-Semitism from black people.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's well, and like it sounds in a way. Are you familiar at all with the Black Hebrew movement?
Yes, Black Hebrew Israelites. Yeah.
Yeah. It sounds like he read some of that, which given his mental disposition, he is probably one to just like jump in and believe almost anything at this point.
Honestly,
sort of like Daryl Brooks. He's like, oh yeah, I'll just recite all this soft sit stuff and we'll be good to go.
I say one thing I'm very familiar with is its presence in NFL, particularly because of the Deshaun Jackson like situation and lack of reaction. More so, I think there was like 2 ex-players who were willing to call out Deshaun Jackson's virulent anti-Semitism in support of Louis Farrakhan. Like he posted some literal some quotes from like a book, black supremacist book, talking about what was it? I gotta go back here for a second.
All right.
Because yeah, it was basically talking about how Hitler was a pretty good guy.
Oh yeah.
And how he was right. Hitler was right. He didn't do enough. It's straight up. It was praising Hitler. That's what it was. And that's what he's quoting about. I was like, this guy is so for real, man. This guy's got it.
No.
And nobody was willing to call him out because a lot of black people support that because of their either the hardships or perceived hardships, and the fact that like Jewish people are a higher class and are more well off generally.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is a very big cultural thing in the Black community. And also because of the way their communities more are, they're less willing to like call each other out. It seems like, obviously,
I've only ever heard a lot of this.
Everybody has in-group bias, right? Everybody has pretty strong in-group bias, except for white liberals. White liberals are the only people who don't. They're the ones that are willing to say and talk about how terrible they are all the time.
It's true. They make an Olympic game out of it, actually.
Yeah, that's what makes it more different in modern days, because there is a group that actually is extremely anti themselves.
No, I've only heard a lot of the Hebrew Black Israelite stuff, where it's like we're the lost tribe and all this other stuff. You know, like I don't think you know what.
That's right.
I don't think you know what the lost tribes mean. This is a very like you read a couple
saw that
of
video,
chapters.
right?
Which one?
That's right.
No, I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that?
No, that doesn't seem familiar to me.
Oh wow. I think you can watch it on the stream. I think it's not restricted on YouTube. I'll check. If it is, then it's probably skip, but otherwise, I'll link it to you.
You hate when people get surprised by floods when they live in a flood zone. That was a take. That was one of those like, you know what? This really sucks for you guys. Why do you live here? Some guy offed his girlfriend, cooked her, then jumped off a hotel, and that was afterwards. What? Did he hear about that one chick that like while having sex with her boyfriend cut off or choked him to death and then cut off his wee-wee and played with it for the next like hour and then chopped him up and tried to keep him hidden? Is this the same kind of thing? CSI actor had the hotel, and I think they said he had people sheltered there or something. Huh. Hate him or love him, Kanye has been keeping it 100. It's true. He has always been Kanye. You can never say differently. Kanye be Kanye. Can we start raising bees to get honey? I feel like every time I see some crazy contraption in Minecraft, it's got honey blocks on it. But that was about people being shot, not the George Bush. Oh, got it. Kanye approved JP Morgan is now JP Morgenstein. Black people have a rich history of anti-Semitism. I'm Bastet, Princess of the Moon. Give me money. I love cults. I love conspiracy.
Yeah, you should be able to watch this on YouTube. This should be okay.
Okay, good.
I hope.
We're gonna get smacked by YouTube just for Hitler. See, the beauty of the YouTube channel is that I'm not monetized, so the only thing that'll happen is that this video won't be promoted around, which my streams aren't normally promoted around, whereas like my shorts are. So as long as I don't cut shorts from any of this section, we'll be good to go.
For now, yeah.
Yeah, once I'm monetized, we can discuss that at a later date.
Yeah, I linked in the YouTube chat there for you.
But if you are looking for a
Also,
place
you
to
can go
watch
to bed when
me
you're ready.
monetized, you can see me monetized on Rumble. All of my replays, all of my shorts, everything.
I got little stupid guys after me.
A lot of black leadership after the civil rights movement became Muslims. That definitely contributed to it.
Yes, it did.
You could raise female villagers to get some honey. You don't understand why people don't like Jews. What did Mel Brooks ever do to them? Are you familiar with the term usury? Does that mean anything to you? So usury is the art of banking and dealing with money. And so in I want to say Catholic tradition, Christians are not supposed to deal in usury. They're not supposed to handle money. They're not supposed to give out loans. They're not supposed to do any of that. And so, because none of the Christians could do that, the people who could do that,
it's not just them, it's actually Muslims as well,
Islam does that as well.
And
Catholicism
are both against it.
Doesn't Islam, well, Islam and Catholicism, those are different in that Catholicism lets banks occur, but in like Islam, you're not supposed to even have banks. Like no banks.
I think
you're
it's
not
the
supposed
fact
to
you're not allowed
charge.
to have interest rate on your loan.
Yeah, no interest on your loan. And that's sort of that's what makes them
it is usury.
Really hard against anything usury. And so because the Christians wouldn't do it, the Jews did it. They were like, yeah, we can handle the banks and the loans and all that. So then what happens, think about rich people in business, and you think about bankers, like people who have money to give to people and then charge them for giving them the money, right? Like just in modern society, those are some of the wealthiest people that have come up. Are there wealthier people from here to there? Yes. But because of that, you created a very historically hated and despised group, throughout the Middle Ages, with like the rise of like Christendom saying like, you guys are wrong. You also killed the Christ, and it was just a whole series of things that had a lot of the weight of the world saying, man, these Jewish people are no good. But then you add on top of that now the usury that they're able to do, and suddenly the Jewish people that you think are no good are also the ones that are making the money. Suddenly they have a lot of cash and you don't. And you're like, wait a minute, but they shouldn't be. So now they're in charge of all this stuff. And so now you open the gateway for like people like Hitler to come in and have all of their awful takes about how like it's this Jewish conspiracy, about how they're running things, and you look around and you're like, hey, you know what? They do have cash. And so like you have these little hints of truth in what they're saying, in how like the money is run, in who has wealth, that kind of thing. And that's enough for some people to just blindly believe anything the bad that's said against them. And it kind of goes back even farther if you really want to take it all the way back. Like oh shoot, I almost fell and died. We could take it back to like really historical times, like the original 12 tribes going around and taking the land that God told them to take, making enemies of the Canaanites and everything, and then also not killing all the Canaanites. And so now you have people that they were supposed to kill that they didn't kill all of, and so now their kids hate them. And then you got the Romans coming in and taking over. There's a long history and a lot of stuff of people always being against this one group. What do you got? Do you know Adolf H is a black president?
Oh yeah, you should watch the video I posted.
Oh wait, where's your? Did you put it in chat here?
I put it in the chat actually.
Oh, something went wrong. I need to open it with a center click. Wasn't he Greek? They forgot what Mao did. Might want to end this topic soon. Don't want to peeve off Mama Susan. By the way, everyone here thinks Israel is our greatest ally, Susan. I love Israel and the Israelites. I love Israeli food. I love every Israeli person I've met. I'm just trying to put words to a strange historical occurrence that seems to keep reoccurring. Or maybe someone go get good logic on here to say what I just said. That way we'll be okay. All right, what is this video?
It's Black Hebrew Israelites.
You want to get more than what the hell? 6 million who the Holocaust.
Are you saying the Holocaust is a joke?
It's a joke. That's right. That's right.
Don't you dare. Don't you
The
dare.
Holocaust.
Okay.
That's enough.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of people denying the existence of the Holocaust. Those are bad people. That's not a good thing to say.
Yeah.
But when your response is, Don't you dare! You're not really. You're not really doing. Oh,
You didn't even get to the best part though.
you're not doing yourself any favors.
You get to the part where he like absolutely just completely broke down.
This is a damn the Holocaust is a joke. Hitler, yeah, try, white boy. Heil Hitler. You don't
Wait. Wait.
I forgot that bit.
I don't. My lore is not as good anymore. I thought that the black Israelites were just upset that they weren't as represented as the white Israelites.
No, they generally believe that Jews are actually fake and black people were the real Jews. I believe that's actually the main line of thought for them.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense now with what I'm seeing. Because I thought it was just like, we don't like you guys because you guys are the ones who are, who made it out okay, and they're just upset at them. This though, they're like, you don't exist. this is
Also,
a level above.
To be specific, there can be like black people who are Jewish, but the Jewish ethnicity is not black.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those like, Judaism is one of the strangest things to try to connect yourself to in the world, right? Because it is both a religion and an ethnicity, and we really don't have a lot of that in the modern era. So you could be. Are you sleeping? Is it sleepy time for you?
Yes.
Okay, I'll run over real quick here. Let me just take out this tree. You could be both Jewish by blood and Jewish by religion, and separately Jewish by blood and Jewish by religion. They're not mutual.
Yeah, you can convert to
things.
Judaism, and you could also just be a non-religious Jew, which isn't that uncommon.
No, super common. All right, let's
I think it's gonna something resonating with I've seen
You guys are losing it. Did this guy just like come out of a class where he learned like the horrors or something of the
I don't know.
Is it,
I
like,
have no idea.
or is he just like a really heartfelt dude? You can only sleep at night.
Yeah, that guy, the black guy in that one, I think he's actually, he's like a long time like provocateur.
Oh, he knows how to make children cry, is what you're telling me.
Or like he's not specifically like doing it just to make people upset, but he's very much a guy who will just keep shouting this on street corners all day and night. I'm pretty sure he did it for a decently long time, yeah.
Answer me this.
I've seen plenty of other videos of the same guy doing similar things. It's not just shouting on the street corner, but yeah, preaching about the similar views.
When was the last time you were out in public where other people could see you and you were getting ready to cry?
Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like since I've been an adult, literally never.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Like I mentioned
after
before,
I
like,
shit
the
my
one time
pants
I've
when I
ever
was a
cried,
child, like
yeah, like the one time I cried basically in the past 5 years was just reading the Star-Seeking Dog manga. That was literally the only time.
Okay, all right, I'll give you that.
Yeah, that was literally the only time in like the past 5 years. Otherwise, I haven't cried.
All right, I'll let that one pass.
And have you read that one?
No.
Do you check that? Yeah.
How much of this show have you watched that you know that I don't watch read manga?
As I say, no, I just like talked about it before, so I was wondering if you check that because it's not very long either. It's pretty short.
Where can you find this video? If you scroll up, oh, we got an Enderman in our area. Get out of here, Enderman.
I think I have it here.
Yeah, if you scroll up in chat here, it was posted by Serrano's posted it again here.
Yeah.
I had some really great Jewish teachers. I have none of my teachers, I don't think.
I was gonna say I haven't had any particular.
But I've had some good friends since I got into sales. Really fun.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are Korean.
It's like, oh yeah, you have Jewish friends involved with money making. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I just explained where the stereotype comes from. That doesn't change its validity.
No, it's still very valid.
100%. But like you're in public. If you're about to cry, someone better be spraying salt in your eyes.
Pepper spray. Yeah.
You was taking all the damage was suffering. I've seen it. You was oppressing the.
I've seen it. What? How old is this kid? I thought he was like 17. Our greatest ally is Japan, then Canada, and then Illinois. Probably. I don't know actually who our greatest allies are when you think about it. Because don't we come in every time? Little cuck, don't you dare. Black Israelites think the Jews are fake and gay. Stop spreading hate speech and misinformation, Dragon Ruse.
Oh no, that's actually the Israeli flag. He put IL is actually Israel apparently.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, didn't know that.
I find it hard to call most countries our ally when our alliance is when you're in trouble, we have a base on you that we're going to utilize as our jumping off point to then take over in that area of the world. It seems a very one-sided allyship personally.
And the benefit is that we have a base in their country that we use for our own devices.
Yeah.
That's the actual allyship.
Exactly. Worst take ever, Geminiri, because anime is quite trite and beneath him. There's your link. Blaine only reads Japanese. One of my ROTC instructors he was cool. I don't know anyone that's Jewish, but then again, I don't go asking around if they're Jewish.
Oh yeah, you're not Seth Rogen.
All right. One of my favorite Jewish customers. So not a coworker but so when you get a customer at a gun shop, you become very fast friends with them because you learn about like somebody's firearms are a very personal part of their life, right? Like most guys, if you don't know them, would sooner show you their dick than talk about their guns. It's just this thing sometimes with people where it's like, sure, if you're my friend, if I know you, then I'm all about it. But a lot of people, because of the stigma around firearms, are very closed off about that a lot of the time. They don't want it to be on a list. They don't want you to know what they have. They don't want you to know how much they have. They don't want to know why they have any of that stuff. And so when you are the guy providing their firearms, you have a very intimate view of people, and they very quickly become your friend and trust everything you say. And so I had this friend, this customer who
was a very big stereotype.
His dad was a stereotype, a walking stereotype. 4 feet tall, yarmulke, bald but curls, and just classic stereotype. Really blinging jewelry and dropped as much money as he ever needed to do. But getting that money was like taking candy from taking candy from a baby is the easy thing. What's hard to take? It was like peeling bark off a tree with your teeth. It was impossible. It was impossible. But once you convinced him that something was worth it, bam, fat stacks were rolling out.
So basically, he had a very tight wall, and he put it in a place that's hard to get to.
His son was massive and jacked, and you wouldn't really know if it wasn't for the fact that he was wearing a yarmulke. You would probably not guess that this guy was a Jew. Completely non-stereotypical in any way, considering how stereotypical his dad was. And the best part is that the son drove one of those giant Ford F-150 Raptors. And so it rolls in and it just, there it is. It stops out front. And he gets out, and I mean, he's wearing cowboy boots. He's wearing, nice Levi's. He's got a big old cowboy hat on, and he's coming in to go do a lesson or something like that. And so he's got his cowboy hat on, and he's coming out of the truck, and he gets in the store, reaches up, takes his cowboy hat off, and reveals the fact that his yarmulke's on under his cowboy hat. And it was like the funniest thing I had ever seen. Because this guy's like, he's like 6'5", rolling out of this giant pickup truck, looking like a cowboy who's about to go wrestle a bull. And he just gets a little tiny yarmulke on underneath. It was so cute. Oh. Where are we at? I didn't know anyone that's Jewish, but then again, you don't go around asking they're Jewish. Yeah, we just did that one. They're both history teachers. The kid must be a time traveler. Exactly. That's how he was there. Israel's our greatest ally. We give them 50% of our foreign aid, and we get ... Hey, Brandon, how are we doing? And we need to talk about Chainsaw Man before I get banned off of everything.
I have something I have to ask. Hey, Brandon, are you Jewish?
Brandon, I need to ask you the question. Oh man.
I actually have to get going to bed.
All right, you get going. I don't have too much left here. I'm just going to finish the base of my giant Torii gate. And then
I will likely
go
be back
from there.
for some more Gundam at some point.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I will
Not
definitely
tonight.
see you next Friday, though.
Okay. I was playing a little bit more, doing my dailies. That's about it.
I should have a decent amount of episodes to watch by then, but I'll have my tier list very changed. I can tell you that.
By Friday?
My tier list is making moves. Moves are going to be made.
Getting some advancements here. Awesome.
Yeah.
Love to
We'll
hear
return.
it.
Have a good night.
See ya. Alrighty. Now he's gone. Shalom. We get Jerusalem? Do we? Alchemist is moving. Talk about Plain Draw Dan. Hell is Plain Draw Dan? Oh, so like Chainsaw Man? Your new joke with that one? Is that what that is? Y'all are weird. Y'all are real strange, you know that? I'm building so this is going to be a giant Torii gate out in the water so that we can always find home. So this is a little Torii gate. This one is going to be a massive Torii gate. And I might make it so it's like a monster spawner or something inside there, but the idea is just to have a giant ass gate that'll make the one in Hiroshima look tiny. That's what I want to do. Gonna build it up. Oh no. Oh no, I forgot. I can get up there still. I can do this. I'll go this way. All right, have a good night, Brandon. I will DM me. DM me whenever you wanna go. I should have most times free tomorrow. Or we could do a double whammy. We could do 1 and 2. And then you just gotta let me see episode 2. Have I seen a guy building a very particular thinking camp in Minecraft? I've not seen that. Doesn't sound very up my alley. There we go. Yeah, that'll be lovely. For the villagers. For the villagers? Get out of here. Stupid drown. Think they're so cool. Look at them all gathering at the base of this pillar here. If I run to the villagers, I can just kick one of them out of bed and I can go to sleep in their bed. Japanese internment camps were a very dark part of American history. I hope you will not revisit. Awful. Absolutely awful. Funny, though. The Washington State Fair the fair grounds that we all go to every year for the Washington State Fair are where the massive Japanese internment camps were in the greater Seattle area here. So I don't know. I guess we always return to the site of the camps just to pay. It's not really to pay respect. It's definitely mostly to eat funnel cake. But yeah, that is a thing. Yeah, you can have that bed back. That's fine. It's a big area that fits lots of tents. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, actually. It is a massive area, I would say. And it fit many sleeping arrangements. No, it's no, he's right. It's a big spot. It's a big place. Trust me. Trust me, it's a big spot. It's a big place. It's massive. Are we gonna get a new bebe? If I release these, will you guys use them? Hmm? Do I have to do it myself? Where boom. Oh, that one's not ready yet. Last time they produced a child, it destroyed the server, which I think is hilarious. But let's see if I can get them to do it without breaking everything. Here's the farmers. Hey, come back here, kid. Come on. Oh, wait. Wait! You're a new villager? Are you a new villager? Did you occur? Did you occur while I wasn't looking? Hold on. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So if there are 8. Everybody go to bed. Everybody get to bed. You're supposed to have 1 in TX. Don't forget the Kraut and Guido camps. Everyone always forgets to mention them. Pattern in every war. Yeah, I mean, okay, farmer. It's a child. Why aren't you looking like the other one? Why don't you look like the other biome kid? Why do you guys run around like it's the freaking like it's a bell that says go to your beds, not the what is that what's that song? The song that plays anytime people are like hustling around doing stuff. Anyway, people crazy. People crazy. You're stuck here. That makes me sad. I wish I could make you mine. But someone already collared you, and now they're gone. It's daytime? Yeah, but the bell is supposed to make them, like, run away into their houses. Wink. Get out of here, drown. You can't catch me. Benny Hill. Yes, that's the one. Benny Hill is exactly what I was thinking. Okay, so if each side is 6 wide, and I want to go up 8 times 3, so I want to go up by 24. Hold on. Stop mangling the instrumental. No. I will not. I will not stop. Never. You can't stop, won't stop. So I need 144 to do a single wall to the next level up. I'm going to need some more string. Yes, 8 times 3 is 24. Yeah, I got that one. It was then the 24 times 6 that my brain was stuck on. Thanks for your help. So helpful with the part that I actually needed. Oh, I don't have any string in here. Is there a way to make like an auto monster killer too? Or is it basically just lava? Is lava the only way to like repeatedly and consistently kill things? Alright, there's 12 string. Got string over here. 5 more string. Didn't say 24 times 6 out loud. I know, I'm just working on it. Another ending down. Let's see if it's 24 up, then the first one's 16 up. That should be 40, right? 24 plus 16. Yeah, okay. So I only need 40. So I've got 17 strings. We have another 13 string in here somewhere. There's a string. Cobweb. Wait, did I make some? Yes. Okay, I've already got 18. Easy. Scaffold. There's 36. There's 42. What? I heard a buzz. Is that a bee? Or is that just these boxes being all silly boys? I heard a buzz. That's very strange. You make dinner now, later? All right, enjoy your dinner. Have a good one. I hope it's delicious and you can taste it forever. I don't know why you'd want to taste it forever. That just seemed like what I wanted to say. Even though now that I think about it, it doesn't make much sense, actually. You're having dessert? Nice. What are you having for dessert, Fansite? Now, see, Dragon Ruse, the rule with dessert is really easy. Dessert has one S because you only want one of them. Dessert has two S's because you want two desserts. Desert has one S because you only want to go to one desert. So SS means double S means dessert. Single S means desert because you only want to go there once. Chocolate cake with Oreo mousse. Oreo mouse. Enjoy your never-ending gobstopper. All right, here we go. We can. Oh. Do 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 do. Okay, theoretically, this should be the height to the first one. Oh, okay. No. What, you don't like the stream? You don't like it? You don't like it? I'm teaching you things here. Think you'd be pleased to learn. But no! You're not happy to learn what I have to teach you. Do chop chop chop. Chop 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 chop. Why am I doing this? Anybody know? Seems so fascinating to me to build a giant Tory gate. It's also ridiculous. I have a freaking transcontinental railroad that I need to be working on. But here I am. Here I am. Just trying to begin to make this giant freaking Tory gate. Weeb. The weeb is strong with this one. Dragon Rube is the type of gal that offers to split the check only to say she left her money in the other purse. Just say, just let me pay. Just let me do it. Don't play games. Ah, this is gonna be great. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Okay, perfect. So we know that's the height that's going to be. And then we just got to keep on building it up. We'll get our giant gate done. Because you know what Tory gates are, right? Oh, there's Zombos. There's a Zambo in my gate. Tory gates are the dividing line between the sacred and the mundane realm in Shintoism. As soon as you cross through the Tory gate, you have entered the holy side, the spiritual side, the land of the gods. There, you know, there's a lot of different sort of naming conventions there, but they are giant, gorgeous, and I love making this thing out of acacia because I can just keep growing that acacia wood, and it's got that little bit of redness to it. Oh, there's a Minecraft update. We're going to be getting a bamboo wood as well as what else was it? There was also, did I kill that zombie? There's like a bunch of bamboo stuff that's coming. Do zombies drown? Haha, me pay. If I'm going down, the other person better pay. All right, let's hold on. Where can I stand on? Oof. Take forever. Flop. Come on, baby. Will he drown? Will he drown in the water? Ow! Jeez. Getting out of here. All right. All right. That is enough for tonight. I'll disconnect before I get destroyed by some crazy freaking creeper or whatever. Whatever those ding-dongs are. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on another wonderful Minecraft Monday here in Blaine's Escape Corner, where we got to talk about anime we talked about anime for a long time. Really got into the weeds there with Gundam. Hopefully, let me know, was the audio a little bit better? Was a little bit worse? I'm going to be reviewing the video as well to see how it stacks up to other things. I'm trying to give it a bit more presence so you don't have to like max out your volume just to hear me shout about Japanese cartoons. That was a fun one. We went some weird places, and I'm always down to do that here in the Escape Corner. You know I want to talk about anything and everything. So if you have somebody that you like watching that you would like to see me talk to, I'm also down for that. We can do that as well. We talked about anime for like an hour and a half at the beginning of the stream. The stream is 3.5 hours long. The first hour and a half were all anime talk, and then after that we talked about lessons to learn from the Amouranth drama. So hopefully when I cut this into shorts, you'll be able to remember what happened when. But I'm only going to make shorts of 3, and then you'll have to pick what you learn. Anyway, thank you, one. Thank you all for joining me. We had a blast here. I'm going to crack up a new one, and it's just before bed. I will catch you all next time. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you again on Tuesday, tomorrow, for our Chainsaw Man review day. You all know what that means. Kanpai.